Just roll it. There
try.
it is. All right.
Okay.
Woo! Hey, everybody.
Hey, why are our names up above your faces?
Oh, that's because of the things that
Let me
happened with.
change my name.
Yeah, well, let's fix that real quick.
I always
just-
forget my
Oops,
name.
am I right?
Yeah.
Slobs, am I right?
Nope, that's because
Look
they're
I'm
locked.
holding my name.
Hey, TPK, how we doing?
How's it going, everybody?
We're just gonna, don't mind me, we're just gonna work on this while we're doing it live. In fact, let's see how good I am at multitasking. My name's That Magic Juice. I'm in charge of this. Hope you don't regret it, TPK. I am a shepherd of sorts, and this is my clouder. We are playing through the Tyranny of Dragons 5th edition D&D campaign, and while I'm working on fixing the locations of everybody's things, I'm gonna let my players introduce themselves. Sir Heckalot, who are you?
It's me, Sir Heckalot, you know. I am going to be playing Aster, the Wild Hunt Shifter Druid Circle Wildfire tonight, as per usual.
It's me, I'm Niffer. I am also playing the usual character that I play, who I'm very familiar with and totally know what I'm doing. They're a wizard named Eliseo, and they're a time wizard, and they have some good things to look forward to with our level up. I'm very excited.
It's me. Hyacinth.
Are we all starting with it's me now? I just realized that I did that.
Sorry.
I mean, it's trendy.
Me.
It me.
Hyacinth. I am playing Icarus, your friendly sun elf kind of thing. And I'm a warlock hexblade and bard, soon to be college of something.
You went to college?
Did
Where
I?
did you find time for that?
Me. Just taking the it's and it out of the front. Just me.
Me.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
Words. Me, Corndog McGraw. Hello, I'm here. I am playing Juno, the moon-ish elf, and I am a cleric, though not conventionally so. Yeah, that me.
Okay, so we've removed words all the way up to Ulta.
Yes.
I'm Chrissy. I'm going to be playing Ulta Cragmald, our Swarm Keeper Ranger. She's just really confused as to how the last handful of days have gone and continues to be. So here we go.
All right. Hey, I didn't completely botch fixing things, so I think we're gonna call that good enough. All right, guys.
Chat could move over so it's not in your screen. Just
Sorry
to
chat.
critique.
Yes. Nope. It's all good. I appreciate it.
I just realized that when I went to rename myself on Zoom to write my character name, I
You
just
named
wrote
yourself rename. I've been staring at that.
Where is?
Chat's the DM now.
Why can't I
Tell
find
us
you?
what
There
to
you
do, chat.
Help.
are. Chat box.
I'm also
Behave.
staring at this little sunshine in my eyes.
Oh, so nice.
There we go. Okay. Jesus H.
Oh, we got this.
We're gonna
It's gonna be okay.
put that there. Yeah, the eternal struggles of running streaming programs. Okay, there we go.
Beach
We
episode?
got it. I'm great. Are you great? We're
We
great.
did
Yeah.
a beach episode.
Beach episode? Question mark? Not yet.
Episode.
Yeah, let's just fill this pit that we're standing in with water.
Yeah.
Okay,
Does
quick
anyone have crate water?
recap of our
Yeah.
last session. So we can actually get into this. A lot of crazy stuff happened. So if you haven't tuned in before, and you think you know the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, our last episode was a big glimpse into how you don't know this one. So, of course, as always, guys, let me know if I miss or misrepresent anything, or if we believe that we need to reconcile any notes. But we essentially started with Nessim leaving with the with Leosin, so the master and apprentice monks. After you had rescued Leosin, they left to go back to Greenest, giving you an indication that they are going to stay there for a short enough amount of time to just see you as you come back in, if you go straight back there, before they have to head to a city called El Tyrell. in order to meet up with their faction and get updates on the information that Leosin has learned about this dragon cult. After a little bit of shenaniganizing and getting into the cave you are now in, Icarus, I was going to say you guys, but it was really Icarus, decided to take the not so obvious route that there was literally only one way to find, and he did that. We had a fun TPK specific crossover event where a magical phenomenon led you to a mysterious twitchy wizard named Akessin and his companion Ol Bitey. So after a fun encounter with our TPK's first usage of the Dreadnought TPK's Deck of Things card, you move on into a sort of office, like a small office quarters area. Icarus, you end up finding a map. It's kind of a crude map, but you can tell that it shows arrows sort of routing the cult activity, including a little bit of activity leading to this camp and then going to Greenest. Along with that map, you ended up finding several sheets of paper that are scribblings of basically worship and poetry and like maniacal odes to dragons in general and the Dragon Queen Tiamat herself. During the searching, Ulta ends up checking out a rope ladder that you guys eventually climbed up, but you've heard the iconic voice of Langdedrosa Cyanwrath, one of the two people you saw coming into this cave before you guys did. Icarus still disguised as, was it Brutus?
Yeah, Brutus.
Brutus the buff kobold.
Yeah.
A semi-convincing enough performance of trying to scope out the situation was enough of a distraction for the rest of the party to get up here before you end up engaging full-on with Langdedrosa Cyanwrath and a mysterious warrior with purple dragonesque armor that we've now heard the name of a couple of times, Frulam Mondath. And I did want to make sure that it was noted, you caught the tail end of a conversation, Icarus, before starting that, that there was reference to a Resmir being pleased with their progress, and that the halflings should be shipped off to her. And that is a correction I need to make. I originally said him, it's actually a her.
Halflings or hatchlings?
Hatchlings, sorry. Hatchlings being shipped off to her being Resmir. And the two of them, Frulam and Langdedrosa, intending to go north for a ceremony. At the end of this fight, it's notable that Langdedrosa fell, but on his way to his dying breath, Frulam basically disappeared out of existence, reappeared at Langdedrosa's side, and stabbed him with a rather unique, like completely void of color, black dagger. And as his eyes lit up a dreaded green, they both disappear with a crack of lightning, and in their place appears what you end up learning is an agent of Sylvanas, of her own declaration. Aster, sorry, names, so many names. You are like completely starstruck by this. You know that Sylvanas is the god of nature, like the preservation of nature and all natural things. Something that would be very close to you and your circle of druid folk. And you follow this angelic figure into the cavern you are now in, where she says she is saving creatures from punishment who have not yet had the opportunity to sin. And she stabs the ground and basically leaves with 3 dragon eggs. So that's a whole lot of stuff that happened. quick check-in with you guys. Do you think I am missing or misrepresenting anything compared to the notes that you took?
I think one little inaccuracy that I'd like to correct. I did really good with my Brutus impersonation. Not like passable. It was good.
I will say the Brutus was great. You'd be able to tell that like the ruse of pretending to be one of them was like barely passable.
Yeah.
It was enough to distract so that you didn't lose a round of combat at least with the rest of your party.
Yeah.
So that was an upper hand for sure. Anything else for you guys?
Nope.
Okay. So now we
Got a
are.
boomerang.
You have a magic
Important.
boomerang that doesn't come all the way back. So at this point, we're basically coming back in now, where this angel has just left, and the eggs are gone. You knew there were three are now gone, and you're in this hot, muggy, like definitely warmer than the other areas you've been in sort of area. The ground around you has several deposits of, I don't know how to describe it other than like a mossy shrubbery, and like with a slimy texture. Definitely not just rock and dirt like the rest of the cave to this point has been. And you now have some choices to make as far, well, like if you want to talk to each other about anything that's happened, and then potential choices to make as far as where exactly you're going to be going next, because you know that there are other areas of this cave that you have not gone to. So what would you like to do?
Should we have let that being just take the eggs?
She seemed nice enough.
She was sort of an angel,
Yeah, I don't know that we could have stopped her.
you know.
I don't think we could have stopped them, but I just, just curious thoughts for like the back burner in case this comes up in the future.
No,
Well,
that's
I
valid.
do. I like it better than us having to kill the eggs or something like that, because, like,
We would adopt the eggs, thank you very much.
aren't some dragons like predisposed to be like good or bad though?
Okay, but
So like, what if they were the bad ones?
Icarus, make
Okay,
a nature or history check. You can choose.
Wonderful. I'm really good at these.
Actually, I'm gonna have you all do that since you're kind of
Or-
all talking to each other.
10.
L. Aster,
Natural
no more.
1.
Get out of
Oof.
roll 20.
We're not
No.
doing roll 20.
You know what?
way.
This is not BS. Aster, you're a druid. You can do this at
Yeah.
advantage.
Okay.
yeah. I got 21.
Okay.
We're gonna
Roll
get
real
the
dice. Roll real
yeah,
dice.
I
deserve
said
real
said
dice.
before session that I was gonna give roll 20 one chance,
it
and
failed.
that's telling me everything. So
Also, have you guys
that's
noted
not much
the
better.
things that you've been given by Chat Cleric?
Yes.
That is a 10 for me, so not too much better, but at least it's not a natural 1.
So,
yeah, you got yours. Okay.
so you all, before the check, you all know varying degrees of the notion that, dragons being infamous, obvious, very powerful creatures in this world. You know enough to understand that there is some level of predisposition to quote unquote good versus evil for different types of dragons. Who was it? Aster, Juno. Yeah, the two of you would know that
I got a 21.
LSAO too. The eggs, even though you only got a brief look at them, they were of the darker variety. I'm just gonna say black. They were black, and like the eggs themselves were black, and the
Yeah.
alignment of black dragons is almost exclusively evil. You would also know that it is incredibly rare that any dragon would be capable of, even if it had active desire, to go against its sort of predisposition.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there. What I know about dragons, I'm pretty sure that even before it was born, it could kick our asses.
Yeah, while they're
not wrong.
just talking about this, Aster wants to just like she's still a bear, so she's just gonna pad up to like wherever the eggs were and just kind of like sniff around and just kind of like see what's what about each of the spaces that they were in case there's anything interesting.
Sure. Make a, we're gonna say perception check.
Okay. Since I'm sniffing around, it is at advantage because bears.
I'm a bear.
I'm a bear, guys. Bear. Oh, why did I do roll 20? Why am I like this? 14.
Okay.
I'm too used to this, guys.
So I'll make a quick marking here for you. With my super awesome art on Roll20. These
Yay,
green
drawing with the DM.
these green circles are, they'd be like impressions in the ground where the eggs were, and immediately surrounding them would be this mossy shrub type plant. And you can tell, at least with this one, Aster, that it basically constituted a sort of bed. Like this plant is growing here naturally, but it had been fashioned into a bed-like structure for the egg to sink into, as a sort of method of incubation.
Comfy.
Other than that, the occasional footprints around the egg bed and then in and out through the stairway that Ulta and is that Eliseo are currently on. And then nothing else really of note.
Okay.
I vote we take a quick look around and then, head over to the other side of the cave that we missed, right?
Yeah, maze
And
rules. You always have to follow along one wall,
I'm
wall,
gonna
and then you'll get to the back of it.
Grab Eliseo's arm and drag them over to the desk I found with the big map and all like that stuff. I'm like,
Ooh.
you've got a better memory than me. Do you want to take a look?
I mean, this is true. Yeah, there's a desk here? Where?
There's like the desk with like the big map with the markings on it, right?
That was a couple
Oh
of
yeah,
rooms
way back
over.
in the office.
That was so far
Yeah,
away.
it was up.
Okay, we
That
got
was
clear,
back down the ladder
clear one
that we
room
crawled
at a time.
up to get into
Was
the room
it?
with the folks.
I didn't think it was.
All right, well, you head
Yeah.
off to that.
No,
I'm
because
The-
it's right here
clearing
where I
this room.
found them. It
So
was right here.
before you actually go back, I'll give this to you just to make sure we know what decisions we're making. Not that I'm saying don't do that, but the room that you're about to go into, Icarus, was the room that you found Frulam and Langdedrosa in, and you
Yes.
noticed that there was some unique like
The carvings
wall
on the
art
wall, right? Yeah.
carvings. It was the room before that you had to come up the rope ladder. That was the office area.
I meant the wall carving and like whatever was in that corner that they were in.
Okay, so yeah, that is this previous room. And there was a chest as well. That's what this is.
I'll look at the chest. They can look at the carvings and the information.
Sure.
Skirt.
Okay,
Also, if I haven't already, I pick up my boomerang.
all right. So, as you guys are scooting along, Juno, you're going to catch a very quick glint out of your eye as you're leaving the previous room.
I have not left that room yet. As everyone was walking out, I wanted to check that corner, that other corner that dips down.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
This
That
one.
looks good too.
I didn't even
Over
see
here.
that.
Since everyone else was kind of concerned with down here, I just didn't want to talk over anybody, so I was just waiting. I just wanted to stand like right over at that edge and see what was happening over there.
Got it. Okay, so Juno.
And everyone can walk out while I'm doing that. I'm okay with that too. But before we exit fully, all of us.
as everyone else is sort of heading that other direction, Juno, you catch a glint of something off out of the corner of your eye. And out of nowhere, Aster, you are wrapped in a tentacle.
Oh God!
Oh, no tentacles.
No, not that kind of episode.
Nope.
You are
No.
essentially dragged on the ground this direction and sort of half fall into the 10-foot drop here. This tentacle is dragging you back.
Nope.
Did anyone
And as
see
you-
her?
Nope.
As you look at Juno, you can see this happen, and this is just a surprise round. So I just need to describe what happens here, and you guys are definitely going into initiative.
This is. I know what this is, and I hate it.
Aster, you look up at the source of the tentacle, and you see one single huge eyeball,
No.
and hear the words, "Food for us." And now
Actually, I
you
think I'm
guys need
wrong.
roll initiative.
I think I'm wrong with what I think it is, but I don't.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Hey, don't use roll 20, heck.
I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not.
good.
let me see what my deck-
So I'm gonna use.
brother,
the bear's
you
deck
have,
is worse than
uh,
mine.
Oh, the D8,
You
right?
have Gift of Alacrity for 7 more hours.
Okay.
So
13,
keep
not
adding a
bad.
D8.
Not bad. I will take a 13.
Oh yeah, combat music.
18 plus 4 is 18.
This fucking guy reveals himself. Where is?
Yep. I got him.
You got it.
One of my favorite D&D enemies, though. to
Wait,
be-
where did he pop up? Where did you? Oh, yep.
Mmm.
The only thing
Yummy.
I thought it was,
Faves,
other than this, was a
actually.
dark mantle.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
they're pretty
Cloak
similar,
flying one.
but yeah.
Oh, I hate those.
Mmm.
Okay, so this thing is on the ceiling, about 40 feet because of this extra 10-foot drop in this area. It's about 40 feet off of the ground directly below it, and is dragging Aster toward it.
Good thing you're a bear.
Good thing I'm
I'm a bear.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
a
so
bear.
what did we get for initiative?
I think they're all in the chat.
They are all
Except for mine, I got 13.
Mine is not. I got
I'm gonna
11.
Type that in
I
there.
got a 23.
You're welcome.
I really like that gift of alacrity. It makes me feel roguier.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for, friend.
Juno, where are you? There you are. Icarus,
I'm in there.
23. Aster's 13. Yep.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing one. LSAO.
11 for
Hold on.
Eliseo.
Nice. Okay. So, Icarus, you can. I'm gonna say, for sake of being fair, you guys are like toward the edge of this hallway when this happens.
Okay.
Not quite completely in that next room, and you can hear like this dragging sound, and Aster is probably making
Probably
some
roaring,
general
yeah.
bear noises and roaring
Yeah.
at this thing, dragging her away.
Okay. And was that its turn? Like, I'm free to go now, or does it have one more turn before us?
Nope, that was. So the way surprise rounds work are they get like a full turn, and then
Okay.
we go in initiative order.
Okay, so-
that was its whole turn.
And are each squares 5, or should I measure?
Each square's 5.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Okay. And I am going to cast my Dissonant Whisper spell again. And that is a Wisdom saving throw of 14 it has to make.
Okay.
Well.
Ooh, it's the
Um,
5. It's the 5. We're going with the
Oh,
token.
okay, yes. So it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move away from me. Move its full speed away.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
And that
I'm
was
going
how
on
much?
a field trip.
How much
I
was
just
psychic
rolled. That is 13 psychic damage.
damage? Okay.
Um,
And it has to use its reaction to move away from you.
it does, yes.
Okay, so you're going to give the describe to me what Dissonant Whispers does. Like what does it look or sound like?
I whisper a distant melody that only one creature of my choice can hear, so I'm assuming I like pull out my harp real quick and just do like a small strum as I like angeredly stare at it.
Okay, yeah, you guys would see this thing just like curl back. It looks like a stalactite, like until the eye appeared, and if you didn't see this tentacle, it just looks like one of the rock formations, and you can see it sort of like squint and give out this guttural and absolutely crawl like really, really slowly toward this back wall. You'd all get the sense that this thing really can't move very fast. And Aster is going with it. Anything else
Oh
for
shoot!
you?
I didn't think you'd move with it. My bad.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's got one tentacle just completely wrapped around Aster, and you can tell that it's
And then
trying to
let
drag
me-
her toward it.
I believe Aster still has a bardic inspiration. Do they last for a minute or and?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I think if it's 10 minutes, you should still have one.
Okay. Yeah, the only thing I don't think I would have is my shifter feature that gave temporary hit points, because that only lasts a minute. So yeah, you guys would see that the pin feathers that were like bristling in her fur are now softened back out to normal bear fur.
She's no longer an owl bear.
Yeah.
Hawk bear.
Okay. Anything else for you? Icarus?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Juno.
Juno is going to cast Toll the Dead on
Nice. Okay.
this being. Woohoo! 3 whole points of necrotic damage if they fail their wisdom save.
14?
Yep. Boo!
21.
Oh.
Well, it's nice and loud. And
And,
then
yeah, that's an
Juno-
all or nothing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Juno will just move over here. Actually, she won't block the top of the stairwell. She'll be right here.
Okay.
I believe you have 2 disadvantage now, DM.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
you
lost
just got a new
track.
one from Mama Chia.
Mama
You also
Chia.
have. You technically also had a -2 to a save at some point.
Oh, maybe the other one was -2 instead of
Yeah,
disadvantage.
I think it was.
Yeah,
A
it was.
disadvantage and a -2.
Okay.
My chat
So-
keeps freezing and refreshing, so I lose them.
Since I did not realize that, I'm not going to say that it applies to the save that would have saved anyway. So
Yep.
we'll keep it honest and put the -2 to my next save, and I have disadvantage. Did we say?
Yep.
Or-
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
On my next anything.
Mm-hmm. Next roll.
Next roll disadvantage.
Excuse me while I write in all caps,
Next
Roker.
save -2. Oh, jeez. No, I'm not trying to type a formula. Thank you. Okay. All right, Juno, that was, did I miss anything for your turn?
No, I don't think I have any available bonus actions because I'm out of spells.
Do chat heals carry over in this?
They do
Like-
not, unfortunately.
I just have several from last time, so.
Actually, I do. I still have some first level spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm officially out, by the way.
Oh, I have so many spells left. Y'all didn't save your spells?
I'm a
I've
warlock.
got
I'm not
them
used
too.
to
I'm just-
having
I
to.
can't cast them because I'm a bear right now. It'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself because
Yes,
I'm
good.
greedy.
Good,
Nice.
Fair enough.
Support that
Fair enough.
decision.
To each their own.
Okay. So a whole bunch of shit happens at once.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Actually, Aster, I'm gonna give you the red dot to indicate that you are actively grappled by this thing.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
There's more, aren't they?
Icarus,
Oh.
Juno, and Ulta. Let me double check to make sure. Yup.
They have reach for
3 more tentacles come out
Yeah.
and try to swipe at you guys. This is so since we're not doing the unique surprise round thing, there is actually a roll now for these. So I'm gonna go left to right. It's gonna be Icarus first, then Juno, then Ulta. And this is an attack roll, so this is against your AC. And remember, it's the token, not my name.
Yeah, a natural 20. I think that'll hit.
Yikes.
Oof. 2018, nat 20.
Yes.
The 18 does not hit because of Shield of
Nice.
Faith that I just selfishly put on.
Okay, so Icarus and Ulta, you are hit and grappled by this thing. So now I gotta roll damage for those.
Wait,
Actually, no,
I thought
there's no damage
Is the
for that.
natural 20 me?
Yes. No.
Okay.
No. That was Ulta.
Oh shoot! They all popped up at once, so I just thought it was me.
The 20 was you. 18
I'm sorry.
for Juno.
I would gladly take that for you, Ulta, but I cannot.
Oh, and I actually have to disadvantage that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 18 is Icarus. The 20 is, the nat 20 is Juno. And I gotta roll again for
That's
Okay.
fun.
Ulta.
Well, Juno, I think you're healthier than Ulta, so I'm gonna be happy for that.
13 against you, Ulta?
No, does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay.
Yay.
So
This thing is
I'm
on the ceiling,
Not doing so
getting
good,
all
so
of
that's
them.
good.
it is on the ceiling, and so it grabbed at you guys sort of all at the same time. It doesn't hurt you by that quote unquote attack roll. The attack roll is to determine if you are grappled or not, and you can all actually feel that your strength is in a way being sapped from you.
I'm not strong to start.
Then it's going
Same.
to drag all of you toward it, and Aster, at this point, you are like at its face.
Oh, great.
1, 2, 3, 4. Icarus, you're about there. 3, 4, 5. Juno, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, are we all going towards the same one?
You're all
Yeah.
going. You're all being dragged toward this thing.
Oh, I thought there were like 3 different ones. My bad.
It's the same thing, just
I'm
multiple
all
tendrils.
kinds of confused.
Oh, Ulta, you did
That's
not get
in
sorry.
character.
It's okay.
And then at this point, Aster, you can see this maw open up, all these nasty green sharp teeth take a bite at you. Let's see what happens with
See
that.
what my AC is as a bear.
25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Ah,
Okay.
No, it's best that I'm taking this damage as a bear. That's all I'm saying.
What is going on with that? Okay. Roll
This
20
is the
freaked out.
dangerous part.
17 piercing damage.
I think I'm still a bear, actually. I am.
that's so nice.
All right. Now it is Aster's turn.
All right. She ain't happy with where she is right now. But she's basically on the ceiling, right? Like, oh man, if
Yeah,
she gets out,
you're about
yeah,
30 feet in the air now.
Yeah, if she gets out, she can go fall, which is also not good. Okay.
Knob it.
So question. Would it be possible to still cast spells while in this grapple? Like, is it a restrain thing? If like,
Yes.
if they're okay, cool.
So, well, let me. I think so.
I believe grapple is just movement. Restrained is disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like restrained, you can't move your arms. Grappled, you can just not move your body.
Yeah, and
Okay.
restrained, you can't do whatever the movement component is.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah,
like a
because if
movement
they're
thing, it's
somatic,
disadvantage.
yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah,
But
but if
do
it's
you
just
have a
grapple, that
spellcasting
does
focus?
not count.
Oh, this somatic still happens. So yeah,
Yeah.
the no, the
Exactly.
grappling does not prevent that from happening. So yes, you can still cast spells.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's almost not a bear anyway, so yeah, she's going to bonus action
bear.
just drop that then, because it's really not gonna do too much in this situation. So yeah, she's going to shrink a bit, from larger bear form down to her, more lithe, like humanoid kind of form. And in that second that it takes to have that space, she's just gonna reach out like right behind it and cast a flaming sphere like right on top of it. So I need a dex save, please.
So you are no longer a bear. You are back to Aster, right?
I am back to Aster. Yeah.
Okay, let's get
Aster's back.
get you there.
All right.
Back in Aster. It doesn't work as well. My bad.
I appreciate it though.
The
I
back in
appreciate
black,
it.
but like back in black bear. Nope. Okay.
She was a sun bear, I thought.
Back
Okay,
in
so-
bird.
Ping for me what flaming sphere needs to do.
Let me just cast it real quick in chat. Oh,
There we go. Dex save 15. Okay. Should be obvious. This thing is not very dexterous. 8.
okay. So yeah, it's gonna hopefully take some fire damage. Then, and yeah, that's all she can do. She can't move.
That was 7 fire damage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
okay.
she's gonna stay there.
All right, LSAO, you are up.
Cool. So I'm gonna run in and see what has yanked my friends away. Be like, oh no. And, hang on, let me measure a second. Sweet, I don't have to move that far. I will run up to the edge of this here, and cast Sapping Sting at this roper. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Six.
Beans.
Oh,
6.
6,
Ooh.
not 16.
Okay. It takes 3 points of necrotic damage, and it falls prone. How tall are the ceilings?
30 feet. No, here 40 feet. It's the extra 10. So you're 10 feet off of this lower cave level. The
Perfect.
ceilings are 30 feet above you. So,
It drop.
Aster,
Hi,
you are
Aster.
also going to take. You got to roll 46 for fall damage.
all right,
Um,
Aster goes splat.
Icarus and Juno, you're still being dragged across the ground, so you're safe from the fall damage at this point.
I rolled.
What about
14.
the 10-foot ledge that we fell off of while it was dragging us?
It was like actively hanging on to you, so I just negated the fall damage because it was
Okay.
like controlling.
We
Okay.
were wrapped in its warm embrace.
Yeah.
Kind of figured that Aster would also still be wrapped up, so it'd take less of the fall damage.
In the arms of a roper.
You know what? Yes, Aster, I'm gonna say roll 46 and have it. That's gonna be your fall
okay.
damage.
Okay,
Can
so
we
I only
just
took
nope,
7
you get the
damage.
rope. Oh no. I hated that. Chat.
Ew.
With the rope.
Do not boop or you'll get the hurt juice.
Boop the snoop.
Oof, ouch, my
Doesn't have a
bones.
snoop.
All right. So this rock-like structure with an eyeball and tentacles now falls off the ceiling and slams onto the ground with a massive thud. You can tell that definitely hurt.
Oh, I
Um,
gotta roll a concentration check.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good.
Because you have flaming sphere, right? That's concentration. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just barely.
I
I,
don't-
rolled the 10 that I needed.
LSAO, anything else?
I want to just apologize out of character to Sir Heck for that because, like, I'm sorry, but falling damage is the only damage that I actually can inflict as this
Oh,
wizard.
God.
I'm only a utility and buff,
Oh boy.
so that was all I could do.
Okay. Ulta, your turn.
Yes. She's going to walk over this way. 5 and make it to the end of the steps, and she's going to Hunter's Mark this guy. Right there.
Full gave Aster +2. Oh, you
And
saw.
then Why I didn't mean to. I accidentally cast that. That doesn't matter. So I'm going to then. You guys are going to see her swarm turn into the kingfisher birds and start to get really irritated again. And she's going to say, I was really hoping we could get a break from this, and go for 2 crossbow hits.
2 crossbow hits?
Yes.
How do you get 2?
Don't
I believe you, I just don't know how.
Just kidding. Maybe I don't.
No, that's
Oh, because
your
I chose
crossbow
my
sword.
short sword and, yeah, just the one then. Doesn't
Okay.
matter either way. Both were the same number. So just the one.
It was a 12, yeah. Okay, yep. So the hunter's mark is still there, right? So I'll mark
Yes.
that. Hello?
Yes.
Oh, it's under Aster. That's why. Aster, you're there.
Okay.
Okay. So it is marked, and your crossbow bolt misses just a little bit wide. Anything else for you then?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Then we are to Icarus, back to the top.
I'd like to imagine it's just dragging me by my ankle, so I just want to be like, well, at least I can still do stuff, and I pull out my bow.
Yeah,
and
your
I'm going to-
limbs are not like restrained in any way.
I'm going
so-
to shoot a longbow arrow.
Nice.
19 to hit.
So for flavor's sake, your arrow is going to like catch the base of this thing's, what you can tell should
It's
be
prone,
its body,
isn't it?
and just like it is prone.
If it's prone, I have disadvantage.
You do have disadvantage.
So 12 or 8, 15 to hit.
Nope. So it's going to like ping off of the side of this thing and graze off, and you can tell that it really didn't do anything.
Well, poo poo. I'm done.
All right, Juno.
I am going to. Does guiding bolt also have disadvantage, or no?
If it's an
Any
attack
ranged
roll,
attack
yes.
on a prone creature's disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can I ask if I can do something? I know it's not my turn.
Yeah, go for it.
To use my bonus action, can I move closer to it even though it's grappling me? Or would I have to break the grapple to move closer?
Your movement is 0. Wait, let me double check that. I
Because
always
it's moving
get
closer
confused.
to it, so you'd think it wouldn't resist that, but I don't know.
Whoops. I want the grappled condition.
Because I'm like helping it, you know?
Your movement is 0, so I'm gonna say no. And you
Okay.
can't benefit from any bonus to your speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can't hold a bonus action, so I'll be done.
Okay.
So it's holding me, right?
Yes.
In this grapple. Does that mean I can melee attack it with inflict wounds? Can I just grab onto the tendril and just cast inflict wounds up its body?
You know
I
what?
love my wife.
Yes. I legit, like, I studied this fight and I was like, I better make sure I know how this is going to work. And I did not think of you guys attacking just tentacles. Absolutely. That's fucking smart as shit.
Yay!
Pardon my French.
I don't know if 14 hits. It probably doesn't, which makes me sad.
It does
It
not
does
hit.
not.
Well, that was a good slot to burn.
Big brain plays, for sure. Pardon my French, chat. I'm sorry, I got excited.
It was great. We love it.
I was excited too. I was like, I didn't think of that. I was like, wait, I couldn't do anything with melee anyways.
You know what? I'm thinking of stuff on the fly. Rules are going to be, the stats are going to be different for if you attack the tentacle versus if you attack the main body. So, a 14 is still not going to hit, but you'd be able to tell that attacking the tentacles is different from attacking the main body. This is improvising.
I will
I
let.
thought there was a mechanic for this in the monster manual, actually. But okay.
I
For
don't
this
know.
monster?
For a rover, yeah, I've run it before, and I think there is.
It's a
but
mechanic for
This
tentacles.
is totally fine too, whichever way you want to do it.
And then for bonus action, I guess she'll just, do what anyone would do in this situation. and pull out her warhammer for the next round.
Sir Heck, you are right. Thank you for pointing that out. You are right.
I got you.
The same result still happens. But that is really good to know. Okay, well, I legitimately just missed something when I was reading up on this. Okay. You've got your warhammer then, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now the roper goes. Icarus, you are now dangling about 20 feet in the air. Juno, just for the sake of more easily keeping things straight, you are also about 20
Is
feet
it still on the
air.
ground though?
Nope. Well, we just have to imagine the elevation because maps are 2D, right?
So it got up from prone then?
Oh no, you're right. Nope, you're dragged on the ground and you are now at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound better. I don't know.
But
At it.
Point. Good
Alright.
point.
Yep.
Remember, I don't have the brains.
you just saw Aster get bit.
Hey,
guys are
Aster,
keeping-
welcome to the team.
Keeping it honest though, so that's good. Eliseo, this is an attack roll against you. 16.
My AC is 12.
Okay, so you are also
a
now
wizard.
grappled. And then Ulta, same thing. Another tendril comes out at you
How many does it have?
with a 19 to see if it gets you.
Clearly enough.
This is how we all die together. This is neat.
TPK.
Ulta, is that a yes?
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought I was muted. I didn't want to ever.
That's okay. Okay, so you guys are now grappled and dragged a little bit. And then it's going to bite at... Who was the one who hit it last? Icarus, I believe? With
Probably, yeah.
So Icarus, it's going to
I
bite at
aggroed
you.
it. I made it run away.
Drew the aggro. Gamer terms. 23 to bite you.
That will hit.
24 piercing damage.
This is when we run away. This is when you try to break the grapple and run away.
Yep.
I did not expect
Might
it to
be
do that
hard
much.
for a very weak party.
Yeah.
What's her strong?
With
I mean, I
strength
don't
as
know
a
what
dump
it-
stat for a lot of us.
The
You-
wizard is literally the strongest member of the party, y'all. We
You can
established
also
this
tell
last
though
time.
that the last couple of blows that it took definitely like chipped away at pieces of its body. So
Remember when I
it's
asked if it
hurting.
had friends and he said yes?
Oh no.
What?
Well, I guess I was wrong thinking the tentacles were friends, but
Oh,
like I hope it doesn't have friends.
yeah. Okay, Aster, you're up.
Okay. So as her bonus action, she's going to try to pull down the flaming sphere back down to like where we are. It's still going to be 10 feet short because I can only move it up to 30.
I'm
And if
so
it was
sorry.
on the ceiling, it's going to be just a little bit short. But
You
by
know
next
what? I'm
round-
gonna say that between the size that this thing was and how far you would have needed to cast it to just get it on the head because it was upside down, you can get
Okay.
it. You can get it back to head
Okay,
level.
sure,
Yeah.
sure. Let's
You're
do.
so
Yeah, she's
cool.
gonna ram it with the flaming spear. Then, like, goodness gracious, great ball of fire. Let's see how many song references we can do, guys. I need another deck save, please.
Dex save. And there's no. Oh, there's a -2 to this
Ooh.
because I didn't use that. So 7.
All right. We're gonna take some fire damage, which rolls out to be 6. 6 fire damage. So that is her bonus action.
Okay.
As her action, she's just gonna like, I guess, erupt into this thing. Like, is there a way that I can burning hands without hurting everybody that is right here? Can I burning
up.
hands into its mouth? Like,
Burning hands is single target, right?
No.
No. It's a
it's
cone.
a cone. It's a
Oh, it's a
15-foot
cone?
cone. So there might not be a good way that I can do this.
Wait up. Just that way.
15-foot cone means the end of the cone is going to be 15 feet and it
Yeah.
extends 15 feet. You can absolutely do that.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna do that. Okay, more deck saves, please.
Nice.
She found its weak stat and used it.
Yup.
You got the brain cell for this fight.
8.
Okay. Ooh, that is 9 fire damage.
Okay. You can tell with that hit, it definitely did not like that. And it's like
Good.
whatever squirming it can do with its body, but all of you that are grappled in its tentacles can feel like a squirming happening with the tentacles around you. Anything else for you?
That is it.
All right, Eliseo, you're up.
All right, we're gonna cast my last second level spell, and I'm gonna try and hit it with a Ray of Enfeeblement.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I rolled a 19 base plus 6, so 25
Okay, and you're doing this at the body or the tentacle that's
at
grappling
the
you?
body.
Okay, so that hits.
Ray of Enfeeblement does not inflict damage. However, it only deals half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the end of the spell.
Big brain.
Do tentacles count as weapons? I hope.
We're gonna count it, yeah.
Yay!
The tentacles don't deal damage, it's the nom nom mouth.
is.
Oh, that's
That's
true.
true. Does
That's
does
true.
the mouth count as a weapon?
It does not.
Okay. Well,
I thought it was big brain.
I look.
It made
I
sense
don't
in
have
my
the
head.
brain cell.
Oh.
You know
Yeah,
what?
we just did
Has the
Esther.
brain cell.
Since we weren't sure, Niffer, and this is a difficult fight, let's take that back. Since we had to determine, like, in character, you'd know that
Aw, thank
a
you.
bite is not a weapon. So if you want to do
Okay.
something else, let's do
Is
something
that
else.
Al or Mad?
Yes, yes, it is.
Thank you, Mad Al.
His name is Mage Pie.
Madhall Yankovic? Is that you?
Ooh, what's this spell? Ooh, I forgot about this one. Fine, we'll do. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna do Tasha's Mind Whip then. I forgot that I had this spell. I forgot about this, and now I'm reading over it, and I'm excited. It needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
I would like to cast this, please, D&D Beyond. Thank you.
7.
Yay!
Man, this dude is not doing well on the saves.
I need my D6.
I am glad it's stupid though. I don't think it should be smart.
No, if we
Yeah.
have to be this dumb.
If we don't get a brain cell, it doesn't get a brain cell.
This thing is sturdy and dumb.
Okay, so it takes 12 points of psychic damage, and it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action, and only gets one of the 3.
Okay.
I work in debuffs only.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
I will remind you of that on its turn.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Ulta, you are up. As this thing is
Yeah.
dragging you and all of your companions toward it, if they're not already there.
Yeah, I am going to
But it doesn't
It
have
is-
reactions.
still. So does the Hunter's Mark count for a short sword attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Any
so,
weapon.
I'm going to attempt to, with my short sword, hack at the tendril that I'm sliding with.
Okay.
And the first one is a 21 to hit, and the second one is a 23 to hit.
Why are there 2? Or are you multi-attacking?
Yes, with my
Okay.
short sword. That should-
So roll the damage for the first one,
okay.
because we may end up. It's possible that we may end up in a situation where the first one breaks the tentacles, so you don't have to
So
use
it's
that
this
multi-attack yet.
with an extra d6.
Okay. So with
that's
that
11.
first attack, you actually cut the tentacle away from you.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
if you
okay.
want to move and attack something else, we'll use that 23 as your multi-attack for attacking whether it's another tentacle on one of the other friends or the main body.
Free the wizard.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over to Eliseo and do the same there.
I got this. It's fine. I'm the tanky wizard. Remember, it's fine.
Yeah, but the closer you get, the more monch you get. So
I can take it. I'm at full health,
So
baby.
it's 7 damage, 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
have a plan.
You take
On the
another
one
slash at
that's-
the other tentacle on Eliseo. Okay, and you can tell that it's like hurting. It's not cut away, but it's definitely hurt.
Okay.
Anything else for you?
Nope.
All right, Icarus, you're up.
I'm gonna yell out to Aster, grab my hand, and I'm gonna reach out. Do you touch my hand?
Sure.
I bonus action Misty Step and send you 30 feet away.
Oh,
Can you Misty Step
Wait.
a different person?
that's the
'Cause I'm
dimension
in a-
door.
Nope, I'm an Eladrin. Each season has different ones. I'm the season of spring. I can Misty Step someone else.
Oh,
That's
that's right.
cool.
It's so cool.
That's cool as
so
fuck.
good.
I'm gonna say. Oh man, I'm just gonna say that releases the grapple.
Yeah, I would hope the tentacle doesn't go with her.
No.
Ooh, shloop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
And I'm just gonna look at the roper and I go, well, it's you and me. And I'm gonna shoot my bow at him with disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, buddy. I'll get you soon.
Okay. 16 to hit.
Your arrow clings off of the head, like right next to the eye of this thing. It does not hit.
I hope that didn't make him angry. I just go, we're still friends, right?
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Juno, you're up.
Juno is going to whack-a-mole this tendril to the best of her ability. I hate the number 14 right now. I hate it so much.
Yeah, you get this like sloshy goo response, like of a sound as you connect with it, but clearly you're not doing any damage.
Cool. This is fine.
This is fine.
Anything else for you?
Nope.
Okay. This thing it looks confused for a second, due to Eliseo's spell, and it's just gonna take one bite at Juno as the only thing it can do.
Yeah.
Why'd you know she missed?
20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Do I have time things
Oof.
still? Nope, I used all my time things. I'm sorry.
30 piercing damage.
Okay.
All right.
Honey.
That's all it can do. Aster, you're up.
Well, it can only
Okay.
attack once now.
Yeah.
That was a one-turn thing, right?
Nope.
Oh, it's while you're concentrating?
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Well, first of all, Flaming Sphere is still on it, so dex save, please.
Yeah, okay. 16. Sorry, 15. 1-5.
I think 15 is my DC. Yes, it is. So it takes half. Which is
Just
fine.
kidding. It lasts until the end of its next turn. Yep, not my next turn. Never mind.
So it's done now.
So it is done now.
Okay.
Hey, it saved it from hitting both of us, though.
Yeah, it did.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Very true.
Thanks, Sid.
Okay, so half damage, that is 3 fire.
Why just my... I had advantage on my roll.
Flavor
I
the
would've hit it.
demise of this roper, please.
What? Okay. Crazy. Okay, so first of all, yeah, Aster just appears on the other side of the room. She didn't know what it was gonna do, but she just trusted Icarus, and now she's across the room. She looks at it. She looks at it biting her companions, and just makes the spear that's been sitting on it, just explode and entirely engulf the thing. Lots of scorched stone, the works.
Nice. All right, guys, the tentacles drop from all of you.
Yay!
This
I
thing
would-
is definitely dead.
I would like to run to my wife and healing hands her, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I
said
have a hit point.
You get 4
Oh my
more.
god.
Okay, so we should take a super quick break, guys.
Yep.
We'll reconvene in about 5 minutes if that's okay.
Yes.
But you're definitely out of initiative. There's no imminent danger. So chat, we will be
Smile like you weren't just killed.
almost smile like
killed.
you weren't just almost one shot.
We're
By a
fine.
living
it's
rock.
Fine, TM.
Okay. So it's clear to all of you now. Imminent danger gone. I'll say for a little bit of flavor, like you guys are checking out the ceilings. Like how many of those things are there?
I sapping sting every stalactite in this place.
You are safe at least for now in the area that you're in. And we were talking a little bit when we went into the intermission screen. It's obvious that there's like a lot of stuff on your minds as far as what to potentially do right now. So what are we thinking?
I'm gonna walk back to where I was going, and I'm gonna say, guys, we should take a short rest in here probably before we adventure the rest of the cave at least. And then I'm gonna walk out and open the chest, and then come back for my short rest.
The chest is a mimic.
Oh no!
Oh.
I would cry. It's okay if it is, but I would cry.
chest
You
is
wouldn't
not a
cry because you would be dead.
Where is this? Okay.
I guess Juno would then also kind of just pop into that area and just kind of take a sit and cast her Twilight Sanctuary so we can all regain some hit points.
Okay.
Sounds really nice.
I'm full health and I already used my arcane recovery, so I don't need to take a short rest. Can I investigate the thing that Icarus wanted me to up there?
Or the map.
Oh.
The carving map.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, the
wall
carving.
carving
Or,
sanctuary
so there
stuff.
are
The
carvings
carving
on
on
the
the wall.
walls, and the map is a piece of paper that you have.
Yes.
I'll hand them the map and then let them look at the carving on the wall.
Okay. So, Icarus, you are checking out the chest.
Mm-hmm.
You would immediately notice that it is locked.
I will pick the lock.
We can
Okay.
fix that.
So you will need. Do you have thieves' tools? And are you
I believe-
able to use them?
I believe I have them without proficiency. I have a disguise kit. Yeah, I have them. I just don't have proficiency with them.
Okay. Also, it looks like Juno is giving 9 heals to everyone.
Yup. Anyone
Nice.
that's around.
So that's
Also-
is that temporary?
That is
no.
actual heals, right? Twilight Sanctuary.
Let's double check. Center unused, filled with dim light. Oh, it's temporary hit points.
That's still
Okay.
good
Never
though.
mind.
So if you had temporary hit points before, this 9 replaces that.
I will still take that. And if we're taking a sip, I'm gonna.
I want a short rest just because
Die
it gives me
real
my spells
fast.
back. But
Yeah.
if you guys don't need one, I don't need one because
I desperately need one.
Yeah,
I'm at
I
a
think
single
we
hit
need
point.
some
I
help,
stub my
yeah.
toe and I die.
Well, you're at 10 now.
I gave you 4 more. I healing hands you because I care.
Thank you.
Nif,
What?
Oh,
we match.
alright. So,
Oh,
that's an
Jay.
8 on that D.
It's like
I
we're
will take
related.
that.
Oh wait, we are.
We're basically siblings and everything now. It's gonna happen forever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before we do, so you need to make a dexterity check with your thieves' tools, Icarus.
Yes.
Before, go ahead and roll that. And before we do the result of that, who other people were checking out other things? What was that?
I wanted to look at the map that somebody handed me, and I wanted to look at the carvings on the wall.
Are you doing both yourself? Okay. So you need to make 2 investigation checks. Or perception checks, really. Unless you're... Are you looking for something in particular, or are you just trying to glean information in general?
I suppose looking for things. I didn't know if these were like, oh, carvings that I would know history about or something like that. Like what You tell me what sort of check I should be making. I don't really know the context.
Right. Yeah. I just needed to know information about what, if anything, you're looking for. So the difference between certain checks versus others, if we
Yeah.
broke it down to 2, investigation versus perception, is are you just like trying to glean information overall, or are you looking for something specific?
I would be more specific because I got asked to look at things, and I think of look with a capital L. So like.
Okay, so if you're
Really
trying to
look.
be specific, I'm gonna say that so you all can tell that the carving on the wall gives a general, though grand, depiction of dragons in general in like an open setting. So,
Mhm.
LSA, I'm gonna have you make a history check.
Yes, good.
Is
And-
it like where the dragons, like the actual adult ones are?
15.
We'll find out. Okay,
Actually,
15.
no. I'm gonna use my +2. 17. Thanks, Mage Pie.
17. Okay. So, LSAO, you're able to see a depiction of this like grand depiction of several dragons on this like carving. It's a mural, but it's a carving. I don't know if there's a word for that. On this wall, and it actually like goes over through the corner and into this other wall.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to glean 2 specific unique traits about it. First of all, the unique facial structure and horns of what you can tell are black dragons is at least double represented versus the rest of them. And then the second is the one unique depiction sort of off on the side wall is a singular 5-headed dragon sort of coming out of the top of a mountain structure. You'd be able to tell that this is a depiction of the Dragon Queen Tiamat.
Oh, I'm very familiar with Tiamat. Thank you.
Yeah. But then, yeah, that second,
What up, grew up in a dragon cult. This is fine.
yeah, but then that second aspect that you can tell is kind of unique is that the black dragons are
Yeah.
overrepresented compared to the rest. Icarus, you are able to get the lock clicked on this chest, and as you are opening it, you can see that the chest itself is rigged as a trap, so you need to be careful.
Oh, I noticed it before it goes off.
Yes.
Wow. Nice.
Yes.
I will try to disarm it.
To disarm it?
Yeah, right?
I don't know if there's a thing for that.
Isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
a thieves tool check.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, you
like
should be able
unlocking.
to.
It's the same as unlocking it, but
That would
you have to know it's
be-
there.
Oh yeah. Okay. So make another.
Well,
You know what? No, we'll keep the same one. We'll keep the same one.
oh, okay, cool,
You're able
awesome.
to tell. You're able
Works
to
for
tell
me.
it's rigged, and if you stay here too long or move the chest, things will happen.
Okay.
In the
Stay here.
chest, you find a string of pearls, a gold and sapphire ring, and a pouch containing half dozen masterfully cut and polished precious stones.
And like I can get them out without activating it, as long as I don't stay there for too long, right?
With that 22, yeah, you'd be able to tell you can take the stuff out, but if you stay here too long and or move the chest itself, things will
And the
happen.
last thing was 6 cut gems.
Yeah.
Were they a specific kind or?
Right now you have a hard time telling.
Whatever it is I need for my spell components, that's what they are.
I'm gonna put on the pearls, put on the ring, and stash the other ones in my pocket,
Nice. All right, so Icarus
and
is looking
close
fad.
it before I explode it. Hey guys, I think this might be trapped. Please don't touch it. At least until after we rest.
LSAO, with your 17, I'm just gonna bleed that history check into a general perception check for this mural
Mhm.
as well. Just kind of doing 2 in 1. within the black dragon faces on this carving, you can see a small hole on each one, like at the mouth.
Niffer is a goblin and wants to put their fingers in them, but I know that's a bad idea.
I feel like that.
I want to poke everything.
How many holes did you say there was?
One in each black dragon's face.
How big?
How many black dragons were there? 2?
I didn't give you a
there's-
number. It's about double the number
Everything
of all the
else.
rest of the other dragons.
So
And they're
Yeah,
like
what
it's an entire
size-
it's this entire cavern wall. So what is that?
Yeah.
30, 35
A lot.
feet by 30 feet
Heckin'.
tall.
heckin' dragons.
Yeah.
Are they like I can poke them with a stick or my finger size holes? Are they I could put one of those gemstones in the things?
Make an investigation check.
What gemstones?
25.
You're about finger sized. And
I
you'd be able to
immediately
tell
put my
that
finger in one.
There's not really any
Slap him.
correlation between the gemstones. You put
I
your
would
finger in
like-
one?
I would
I
like to
immediately
slap
put my finger in one.
I would like to slap his hand away, please.
Oh my goodness.
Make an LSA will make a melee attack roll against Icarus.
My first assumption was that they're definitely gonna breathe lightning or fire or something, but I still put my finger in it
That's a 17.
because he's not as smart as I am.
Icarus, does a 17 hit you?
I think so.
Okay, she slaps
do-
your hand out of the way before you can
15.
poke your hand in.
I do 3 points of damage to you.
You choose to do damage with it?
You don't
choose
have
to do, I will choose to do 1 point of damage because
Okay.
we need to learn this lesson.
Okay, I'll mark my
Oh my
temp down
God.
to 8. Okay, but how else are we gonna figure out what it does?
Also, your temporary hit points go away after a minute.
Well, they saved
Oh,
me 1
fine print.
damage.
Then I do inflict 3 points of damage on you.
I go, ow! And I put your finger in it.
Family dynamic in the works here.
I
Yeah,
have a
if
strength
we're,
of
uh,
15.
if
Good
we're-
luck wrestling
if we're
me
done,
into this.
Yeah, if we're done short resting, Asher would probably turn to.
Oh, we are
like-
short resting?
This
thought
is
we
not
were.
short rest yet. I mean,
no.
unless
I
so.
was sitting on the
What's happening?
floor with intention.
So I would guess that the few of you, if you're actively just watching these two sort of figure it out
Yeah.
with the slap fight, then you've
We're quite
gotten
literally
like
just
you've gotten like a minute out of the hour that you
Oh.
need.
I
So-
would like to short
Alright.
rest if we're agreeing to it. I'll do it. I just didn't know
I
we didn't have a
think
consensus.
it would be best.
Yes,
yeah,
please.
Yeah, Asher just.
Everyone
I
goes-
think it'd be good to sit down. That was a hard fight. 2 hard fights now, actually.
The intention was that they would be short resting so they would stay out of my way while I was doing this.
Oh.
However, a
Brain
certain
shrug.
brother has gotten in the way. But anyways, yeah, no. Y'all, I will slap you away. Just go take your nap. Leave.
Okay, so everybody make a dex save, please.
Oh my
I will
gosh.
ignore that. A deck save? This is gonna be great.
Wait, before the short rest or after?
Before.
Because you shoved your finger into things.
You stopped me.
Okay, 18. I'll take that.
I mean,
Clearly not fast
I-
enough.
I'm just gonna put it on the table. You guys decided to short rest in the spot. I told you that you might not want to stick around too long. So yeah, you need to make a dex
I
save.
thought it was fine when I put the lid back.
Oh, well,
Please.
there's the honest assessment, and the result is it did not.
I
So,
don't
yeah,
know
dex save.
anymore.
Okay,
Your wizard rolled a 5.
I'm dead. I'm gonna die here.
You did this. This is your own fault.
I misinterpreted it because I'm stupid. Okay, we all know I'm not the smart one here.
Okay, so I see a 16, an 18, a 20, an 8, and
Rolled a
what was
5.
5? Okay.
I'm gonna die here. This is on you.
At least it was before the minute's up.
So LSAO, you're gonna take 7.
Okay, that's not as bad as I was thinking.
I rolled an 8. Do I also take 7?
You rolled an 8. Yes, you also take 7.
Has it been more than a minute?
It has not.
Okay.
Then everybody needs to make a Constitution save.
Excellent.
That was acid damage,
Ooh,
by the way.
natural 20.
I got a 22.
Wow, I rolled 2 2s in a row.
Oof.
So that's a 5.
This is what you get for sticking your whole fingers in
Okay,
things.
so
rolled
the
a fucker.
Constitution saves are 9, 22, 14,
5.
5,
Also
and
22.
22. Okay, so if you rolled under 10, you're taking another 7 acid damage. So what happened here was you all hear a click, and out of the mouths where these holes are spews a green acid. And if you failed the dex save, the acid hit you, and then the acid, when it made contact with anything, emitted this greenish gas, so clearly noxious fumes, and anybody who failed the Constitution save took the 7 additional acid damage. So this room is basically filled for a moment with this noxious gas.
Does it last more than that one turn?
Nope, it's a one-time thing.
Okay, good.
Did we
'Cause,
say that the temporary hit points were still in effect?
They
Yeah.
were, yeah.
You are still awake. Hooray.
No, I'm dead.
No,
I'm down.
I was referring to Juno, the love of my life.
I'm down.
You effed around and found out, my
Yeah,
dude.
all right. If there's nothing else happening, yeah, Aster's just gonna kind of face palm a little bit.
There is
Yeah.
really no way for you guys to know if that is a one-time trigger
Yeah.
or if it may happen again. Just to be
Catch-
completely transparent.
I will
Juno-
catch Icarus as he collapses and just. I have no more heals, so I'll just
It's
sling him
fine,
over my
it's
shoulder
fine.
and just get ready to carry him away.
Yeah, Aster's just gonna kind of face palm, and after she brings her hand back down from her face, she's gonna make some good berries and feed him one, so he's at least at 1 hit point.
Force
Now we
feed
have
you.
10 hit points to share, or 9 more hit points to share amongst the group. And yeah, she's just gonna kind of like take Icarus by the collar and just like lead everybody into the cave. She's just gonna drag into the safe cave.
When I wake up, I'm gonna say, I swear, I didn't touch the wall. I didn't actually put my finger in it. I swear. It wasn't me. Because my brain did not connect the two things.
You're being
What's done
fireman
is done.
carried right
What's
now.
done is done.
In character,
just
this is
need
your first
to-
dungeon. That's your first experience with a trap. So
Aw.
Nice.
We did it.
What's done is done. I think we should just go to where it's safer so we can all rest.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the best thing to do.
I'm just gonna stand there.
she's
I'm
gonna
not.
keep walking.
I'm not gonna let Icarus out of the fireman carry. He's just gonna have to stay on the shoulder and shame for a little bit.
okay.
We walking. We going.
So
back to the
so
cave.
this is the actually backtracked enough that you can tell you have the option of backtracking toward the sort of like quarters / office that you came from, or there is another stairwell to the
No.
northwest corner here, going
No.
a different direction.
We need an actual nap first.
Okay. Oh, so you're coming back
now-
into this area? Okay.
Just because we're
Yes.
pretty sure there are
Yeah,
no more
we are.
ropers.
Yeah, we've
Well-
checked
Sure.
this one.
Ah,
Sorry, Juno.
I went somewhere. Wait, we're going into this area?
Just
Yeah,
because
'cause we
we know there's
checked
nothing
it.
else there.
So we know it's safe.
It's not comfy, but we know there's nothing.
Also, did we ever find anything in this little last
We
bit
didn't
down
get
the
there.
area?
You've
I've
not
seen it, yeah.
explicitly looked at. Actually,
We have
Ulta
not
went
gotten
over
there.
there. Ulta, you went over there
And then you got roped.
just before you got roped. Just to make sure. At your first glance, it seemed to be a sort of empty. I'm gonna call it a pit. It sounds more menacing than what it looked like. It definitely went downward with the 10-foot drop off, but you didn't really see anything in that area.
Okay, well now I need a short rest.
Yep.
Thanks, Icarus.
I feel like LSAO sees
Thanks,
like
Icarus.
the strand of pearls around my neck that's brand new, but doesn't like I don't like realize that actually set up the trap. So
Okay, short rest here.
Yeah.
Okay.
A short rest here.
Nothing happens. You get your short rest.
All right,
Yay.
now to
Temp-
roll these hit dice.
Temporary hit points, aside from the 1 minute, if you had other temporary hit points that you decided
They
to keep,
go.
they are not gone. But the 1 minute temporary hit points are gone. And then LSAO, you should get some spell slots back. I don't remember if anybody else does. I just remember wizards.
I already used my arcane
I get
recovery
half of
today.
mine.
Okay.
So
I get some wild shapes back though.
Yeah, I get nothing except for
Very
HP.
true.
Oh, and Hyacinth. So I
Yes.
don't remember if we've talked about this, so I'm going to do it now just to make sure I don't forget. There is a myriad of forums and Q&A and discussion on how to handle Warlock multi-classing with anything else as far as spell slots go. They are
D&D Beyond has me having 2 separate lists that I keep track of.
so they're separate lists, yes, as far as like what spells you can gain and when, but your spell slots are going to be the same pool. Your Warlock rules will apply when you're casting a Warlock spell. It will cast at the maximum spell slot that you have available, whether it is a
Okay.
Warlock slot or not.
Okay.
But then all of your spell slot recovery and then choosing spell levels for your non-Warlock spells, all of that still applies to your choosing.
So does the Warlock recovery for spells still count or no?
Yes. It
Okay.
is the same pool of spell slots. So yes.
So all of them recover then?
Oh yes, for short rest, yes.
Okay, because mine only gave
Oh,
me
yeah.
half of them.
Yep. And if people disagree with that, it's okay. That's how I am doing spell slots.
Cool. I like that better. Haha.
Oh no, we validated the bard.
I went from 2 spells to 4 spells.
Ah.
And now I can heal us if I fuck up. I mean, fudge up again.
We already know this is PG plus.
We're
so-
allowed to
Yeah,
say
this
that.
is an 18 plus channel. We're fine.
I know, I just normally don't do it.
And we're not going
Yeah.
crazy
Oh.
with it. It's all good. All right, short rest happens. What's next, guys?
Aster would actually like to go back over to this body of the roper and see if there's anything to like, I don't know, take off of it. Is there anything like,
I
or
think
like,
I
can
think you
can
did you look
take
into it? Yeah,
tendrils
harvest
from it, but I don't know if they
anything? Like,
do anything.
Yes, make a
Is there anything in
tentacle
like the
whip.
mouth? Like, what's going on? What's going on with this thing?
Okay. So for anybody who doesn't know, I know the party knows, but for everybody else, I introduced to this party my own take on new things to do in the game during downtime and extended periods of just like, I guess, downtime.
Yep.
So, given the fact that we haven't explicitly talked about anybody choosing to do those things, we're talking about enchanting, crafting, alchemy. I'm just going to say that there's supposed to be some sort of base understanding of those things requiring time, components, materials, that sort of thing. So, you can make an investigation check, Aster.
Okay.
Side note, one of my very
Oh, I'm not gonna use
first-
20 for this. I can't.
yeah, no, don't
It's
do
gonna
that. Heck.
screw me over. Come on, critical roll die.
One of my friend's very first
Don't
D&D
fuck
characters
me,
made
Gil.
a tentacle whip,
Okay.
and ever since then, I've tried to make tentacle whips in every campaign that I can. Please, can we make a tentacle whip?
That feels like
and
something I could do.
am also gonna add
Tentacle whip.
my +2 from chat. Thank you, Cole. So that would end up being a 19.
19 total?
Yep.
Okay. So you are going to there's nothing on this as far as like conventional valuables or potentially salvageable stuff goes, other than what I will call 2 units of roper skin ichor.
Yum.
You'd be able to tell that like sometimes the skin, sometimes the blood, sometimes ichor, for certain creatures, like the bodies of unique creatures for various reasons can be useful in potion making. potentially poisons. So with a 19, I'll say you know that and are able to, if you want to keep it, gather those 2 units of Roper Skin Ichor.
Yeah, she'll take that.
And I know skin and ichor are kind of juxtaposed, but it's my own
fine.
mechanics,
It's
so that's what we're gonna
fine.
say.
I'll just
It's just really
hyphenate
liquidy
it.
skin,
It'll
it's
be
fine.
It's some bloody
Like when
skin.
you scrape it off, it kind of. Have you heard of those non-Newtonian fluids that are like, if you press on them, they
Oh.
harden up, but then if you just let them
Yep.
sit, they kind of sploosh. It's like that.
We have roper jelly.
We
Yeah.
have
basically
Roper
what we
jelly.
have.
And
Do not
can-
use on
Can
toast.
Aster
2
also
units.
like take a tooth or 2? Like,
You know what? Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with my mechanics, I would it's not specific enough to say like these are the list of materials that are available. So if you make a case for like something you want to pull off of or out of this thing, we'll say absolutely. So yeah, we'll
Alright.
say there's 4 teeth.
Hey,
Oh,
if
you're
we get
able
like
to
a
get-
whip and put the teeth on the end of the whip, it would be like a bladed whip.
Yeah. That was already a
Oh.
thing. That's not
I
a
was
new
just
concept.
thinking of like
Oh,
adding
well.
it like to a necklace or something, but sure.
It's called a cat of 9 tails, okay?
Oh yeah, your first victim. I like that.
What? Oh God.
Hey
You know
guys,
what?
I
For
think
the,
we should.
for the 19 Aster, I'll give you the eyeball too, if you want to rip the eyeball.
That is
out of this
my
thing.
God.
That's
The
large. Where are
eyeball.
we gonna put that?
I'll keep it. If you don't want it, I will hold it.
Like I'll take it, but where are we gonna put that?
Look, as if Juno would not vehemently argue that we need to take it with us just because it's creepy.
Oh no, that's not the problem. I'm just talking
Okay,
about
good.
space. Do we have the space?
We'll
to
make
have-
space.
All right,
It's a
all right.
priority.
String it on a necklace.
Oh, it's a good point.
It is
Aster,
large.
yeah, size I'm not
How
gonna worry
big?
about. Let's just worry about encumbrance, weight. Oh, hey, fun.
I have a strength of 15. I will carry everything.
We're gonna say all of that together is about 10 pounds.
Okay.
That's not bad.
So if you
So-
want to add 10 pounds
Let
of
me add this
stuff
to
to
my
your
D&D on
technical
inventory.
Yes.
Logistics-wise, group, I'm gonna pretend I have the brain cell right now. We
Mhm.
know that area up, because Ulta checked it out later, goes outside, right?
Which-
The staircase that way goes outside.
Oh, we don't know.
This one goes outside, I think.
I'm not looking on the
I
map.
don't, Where
the
are
one I
you?
walked over to
I
in the
can't
corner.
see you at all.
Yeah, no, you just disappeared again.
We
Hey.
don't know that it goes outside. It goes to the center of black.
Yeah.
I'll
no,
be right
we
back.
don't know.
I'm gonna go look and see if it
No.
goes outside.
No,
I just want to confirm my assumption.
it doesn't
Okay.
go outside.
Icarus,
What
I'll
is-
give you this. Get to here. Nothing happens. I'll say that. But I do need to reveal that it's blocked off on the dynamic lighting here. So you're able to see that this opens up into like a small bridge that goes across an open area.
Okay, guys, it doesn't go outside.
Oh my gosh. We know.
You can see this dotted line, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Mhm.
I can
so
see.
that is
I can see a tiny
bridge.
bit.
Also, Ulta never said that went outside.
I was thinking about when Ulta came up from the rope ladder.
Not the same.
It goes
buddy.
out of this area is the only thing I
Yeah.
told you.
Yeah, no. This is the way they told me to go when I was talking to them as Brutus, is what I remember.
Yes, that is also true.
So I assume it's the way out, but I don't know.
They told you
But-
to go back.
Yeah.
But they said I wasn't supposed to know that way, so I thought they told me to go this way.
Yes.
They didn't really specify. They just said go back out, like get out of here is what the point was. But
I feel like I remember them like telling Brutus to go out like the stairwell way though.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I brought that up. So I don't know about this way now, but my vote was to go back to the original cave to see what was that way. But maybe we should go this way now. I don't know.
like down the rope ladder that we came up.
Yeah.
Because I would want to go that way just to double check all the like table of papers and stuff.
They were
You
just
would
poetry.
say.
I already checked them.
Oh, sweet. Never mind.
They were like,
you
oh,
guys do know
weird
that he
dragon
got
dart.
a
Right, I
complete
remember that
accounting
now.
of those papers.
Yes, good. Then sure, onward and upward, I guess. As long
I
as
guess I'll
everyone's
lead
hit
because
points are back.
I'm so strong.
Okay, did everybody take care of their short rest restorations?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So Icarus, as you approach, it's not a very elevation changing staircase. It's kind of depicted the same way, but it really doesn't change more than 5 feet or so.
Yeah.
As you're getting into this tunnel, you can see that it leads to a short bridge that goes into another small staircase, very similar to the one you're in right now. Excuse me. And as you get closer to the edge, you're able to see to your southwest. I'll scoot you here. Because, spoiler alert, nothing happens, so you don't have to worry about that.
Sweet.
As you look down and to your southwest, you can see the cavern that greeted you in the first place as you came into the cave entrance. Directly below you is the sort of purplish green glowing plant area that is completely unique to that section of the cave.
So when I ping here, that's the sneaky way we found, right?
That is the sneaky way you found, yes.
Perfect. This is exactly where I wanted to go.
This area directly below you is thick with this glowing plant. It's almost like a bed of anemones, but above ground. And they have this purple greenish glow to them. They're just kind of waving almost as if they were underwater, but you can't feel any breeze. So
I like the vibe here, and I'm gonna step out.
To your right, you can tell that there are a series of very small creatures lining the ceiling. The cavern itself doesn't really seem to have anything going on.
Small like bat or small like baby roper?
Make a nature check.
Okay, I can
I want
do
you
this.
to know chat has given me a +2 to help get control of you, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Nature is -1. That's a 3.
Hard to tell.
Hey guys, there's something over here. They're small on the ceiling. Definitely like smaller than a roper, but I'm gonna start walking towards it.
Well, you know that there's an edge of a bridge here, and it's a 30-foot drop.
Where? Sorry.
The dotted line. Oh, I didn't move the screen. There we go. Oh, you can't see the dotted line. Okay.
No, I cannot. That's why I was confused. Sorry.
Sorry, I thought you could see the dotted line. Let's change that.
I thought the wall was the dotted line was that you meant. Oh, so I only have one
line,
option.
so
Where
we
to
can
go.
only
you
go
go.
across.
Sorry.
Guys, there's something over here. Whoosh. I guess I'll keep walking across the bridge
No.
then. Oh, it disappeared again.
Well, we know where it is now.
Oh,
Luckily, oh,
I was moved.
We
We're
could
back
draw
to
some
start.
zip lines.
Roll 20's being funky.
it's like in Mario Kart when you fall off of the.
It's like the spirit of Dad is still watching over us and just yeeted me back.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is being really weird right now.
I made a bridge.
Wow. Can you see that? Can you see that line now? The 2 lines?
Yeah, I can see the
Okay.
lines you drew.
We're gonna call it good there.
I am an artist. I build worlds with my mind.
Yeah.
So when we walk up here, we are above the tunnel that we originally came in?
Yes.
Okay, good deal.
To your left is the way that you originally came in.
Right.
Do we still have that dark vision?
Nope.
Should. Oh.
Okay. So
you
I'm
don't
gonna.
still have regular dark vision, right?
Yeah, I have 120
Right.
feet, but we don't have 300.
Maybe.
You have 120. Everybody else has 60 except Juno, who has 300, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, I do have dark vision. Okay, good.
And I'm gonna be like, let's hope they're bats, and I'm gonna keep walking forward.
Aster, your token is being super screwy right now, so I'm deleting you for a second.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Bye.
You've been
Bye.
erased.
Bye forever.
Bye forever.
In the arms of a planetar.
Yep,
Of
taking away.
Sylvanas.
A sweet escape. A secret place.
The sweetest game.
That
you
was
have vision. You
was
have
out of
dark
order.
vision. 60.
Take
Uh,
me away to secret place, take me away.
And this is controlled by Aster.
Please.
Boom. You now exist again.
Yeah.
Juno,
okay.
you're unchanged.
We are so
LSAO, you
glad.
are regular dark vision, correct?
Yep, 60
Okay.
feet. What up?
Got it. Your vision doesn't change a whole lot.
Angel
but-
eyes.
There
I'm
you go.
watching
Okay, are you guys scooting forward? What are you
Yeah.
thinking?
Yeah.
As they approach behind me, I'm gonna point out I saw something on the ceiling over there, small. Probably not a roper since it was small, but I don't know. And then I'm gonna move forward.
Okay.
Do I have any idea what it is?
Maybe
You're
we
better
should
than
be
me at nature, I'm
quiet.
sure.
You can make
Maybe
a
we
nature
should.
check.
What?
Maybe we should also be quiet going forward.
That sounds like a great idea.
Oh,
Nope.
natural one. Why do I keep
Why did you
natural
use D&D
20? I
Beyond?
don't know. Listen, I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. It's literally muscle memory. It just reflex. I just do it and then I regret it.
Okay, Icarus, as you're sort of leading the
Charge.
Plants
charge,
are beautiful. Okay.
you are able to tell that there are several creatures in this area. Like, this opens up to, if you were to turn left at the end of the staircase, you would be greeted by a room. There's a source of light emitting toward you, and you can tell that there are several creatures in that room.
Have
Well, you
an
Being
can't
the
idea.
really
loudest one, I'm gonna turn around and
Nope.
everyone,
Oh my gosh.
and then I'm gonna stealth.
What if I cast sleep in there?
I think you can do that.
You need line of sight, I believe.
She can get
yeah.
close enough to have line of sight.
Oh,
Sorry,
Stop
they can
that.
get close enough.
But we
Have
don't
line of
even know
sight.
what it is yet.
Niffer, I'm just gonna give a global apology for constantly getting the pronoun wrong. It's
That's okay.
not that I don't care. It's that
I
I
know.
keep just missing it. Sorry.
You have a lot of
Um,
things on your mind. I'm very forgiving of
just
this.
want to make sure it's not
Also,
perceived
look.
as active disrespect.
No, every time that you misgender me or my character, I get to name another NPC.
Oh, okay. No.
That's all.
I will give my heartfelt apology, and it'll be left at that. Okay, so you can just cast that spell into the room.
We don't even know what it is yet.
Why would be hurting it? It's a range of 90 feet, and then I make a 20-foot circle sphere.
20 feet of the point, so 20-foot radius. Yeah, so you just
Yeah.
have to see the point that you
That's
cast
a
it on.
Yeah.
40-foot
Yes,
diameter.
it is.
Yeah.
Nope, within 20 feet. Yeah, so it's 40-foot diameter.
20 feet any direction. Yep.
Yeah, I could do that.
You could do
if
that.
y'all want me to come do that, I can come do that.
Do we want to look at what it is first?
I mean, we can, sure, if you want.
I'd like to stealth up to a corner where I could like peek around, like maybe there.
That just puts you in the radius of what I'm putting to sleep.
Just shoot it a little bit further. Gosh.
Nah.
And I'd like to sneak up to that corner and then peek. So, whatever you want me to roll first.
And Eliseo, you're letting this happen before you cast the spell?
Oh yeah, because then he's gonna be in the middle of the mess that he makes, and it's fine.
This is what we talked about yesterday, isn't it?
This is called a learning experience.
I need a lot of them.
Yes, you do.
Okay, Icarus, you're gonna need to make a stealth check.
Okay.
The DC is 13.
My stealth is +4, I believe.
Sounds about right.
14. I rolled a 10 + 4.
Just barely. Okay,
This is
you're able to tell, without being seen, that there is a handful of winged kobolds occupying this room, along with several bedrolls.
I'm gonna look back and I'm going, oh.
I cast sleep. Centered on a grid. No. I will like creep up and see if I can see. Where am I supposed to be looking? Icarus, show me on the map.
I can see them, but I don't know where they are yet.
Okay.
I have no visual on them according to the map, but I know
Yeah.
they're in there.
Okay. Good deal.
Is everybody square as far as like being able to move themselves and see and all that jazz?
I mean, sort of.
They just don't want to mess with this stupidity over here.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like I don't know how wide this tunnel is, so I don't know if I can even like with this being a rope bridge, I didn't know if we could pass each other or anything like that, and so I've just been like trying to stay towards the
fair.
back as like a person experiencing this.
Okay. Yep. It is as narrow as it looks. So you could like move past each other, like shimmy enough because none of you are like 5 feet wide. You know.
Yeah, it looks almost 10 feet, but not quite.
As far as
Not quite.
occupying the same space goes, it is as narrow as it looks. So you'd have to go pretty much single file as far as like picking a spot to land on.
As
before
I
moving
finally
forward.
made my way to the bridge, is there a way for me to like scope out this cave that like because we were told like there might be something hanging from the ceiling and I've only just now gotten in here,
Yeah.
seeing as I have the best eyeballs of the group.
Yeah. Make a nature or perception check actually, since
My
you
bad.
have the advanced dark vision.
They're also the prettiest eyes of the group.
Okay.
Bias.
12.
You can tell even with a 12, you can tell that there are a. I really want to stop using that phrase. I'm working on it. The entire ceiling is fuzzy, unnaturally fuzzy, and you can
Bats.
tell that it is a ton of very, very small creatures.
That's precious.
Those are some small ropers.
I'll just stare at them with wonder in my dark, black, expressionless eyes.
Icarus, even you would know that the roper was not fuzzy. And so far, the fuzzy ceiling has gone undisturbed.
So, like, are they already sleeping?
You weren't really able to. Well, what did you do
Alright.
for the?
Oh my goodness! Someone said in chat, "Bus meet Icarus."
Yup.
Yeah, Eliseo, you weren't really able to tell.
Yeah, that's okay.
So, are you actually casting sleep?
I mean,
I'm
All
doing
that
my
I
best to
saw-
actually shepherd the cats
Yes.
here.
yes, you're good. All I saw from Icarus was,
Well, if you're close enough, I'll whisper.
and my thought was
Winged
just, oh, so like regular
kobolds.
bats.
No,
And
no.
now I'm thinking that just Icarus is pulling a dumb and not recognizing that
Winged-
bats are bats.
Winged kobolds.
Those are called bats.
No, they're winged kobolds. I'm gonna turn into one. Winged kobolds.
But like a buff.
I'm a buff winged kobold. And with that, I'll walk in.
Oh my gosh.
Unless you cast sleep first, then I
I'm
won't.
just gonna let you walk in as a.
You weren't
winged
listening to me
kobold
because
again.
you thought I was dumber than I was.
Yep. And I'm okay with this. I've egged you on into taking another move. This is fine.
Okay,
I guess-
Icarus, you just start walking in.
This way,
And-
I am responsible for these shenanigans, but I'm also not going to be the one getting hurt from these shenanigans. This is what I have just done.
And being middle of the night, about half of these other winged kobolds are asleep, and the other half are just kind of generally chatting with each other. Training's almost done. Yeah, they'll be ready soon.
I'm gonna walk up to this corner because I don't think I'm in line of sight yet.
No,
then I'm gonna-
you'd be able to tell without like trying that like a couple have looked over directly at you as you're walking in.
Oh,
But
then
not
I'll
done
then I'll
anything
like
about it.
then I'll be like bold and walking in. Hey guys, boss said he wanted us to move out. You know,
You're-
with all the moving that's going on, he wanted us to all start getting going.
Make a deception check.
Your winged kobold better have a different name than your regular kobold.
Oh, you know that's Brutus. This is Flutus because he
Yeah.
can fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deception. Okay. 18.
18. Okay. Frulam didn't tell you shit. You know we're supposed to be here finishing the training of those drakes.
You're right. I gotcha. I almost got you though. Yeah.
The jokes with this one, and he just gives you a massive middle finger out of its 3-clawed hand.
Oh, my feelings. All right. So what are you guys talking about? I'll walk closer and just like start hanging out with them.
They're just carrying on general conversation about their training with the drakes.
Do I know where LSAO is?
Yeah? She's right in
Yeah,
front of
So
you.
if I'm just gonna sneak my way up to LSAO. And just be
Oh,
like,
yes.
Yeah.
I think they all look like they deserve some sleep, don't you?
Especially that one. And I just point at Icarus.
I'll just roll my eyes at LSAO. And
Can I say
First
one
for
thing
me.
before you guys put us to sleep? I want to try to get some information.
I'm not
You
trying
have-
to put you to sleep. I'm
you have
hoping
too
that
many
you
hit
have more hit
points.
points than these.
Yeah, luckily for him, it always goes up from the lowest hit
Yeah.
point creature, so.
You first to me.
Plus, I think we've established that most of them don't know much.
That's true, but they said something about drakes, and I'm assuming it's not the hatchlings, because the hatchlings.
I'm going to
aren't
give
hatched
you, Icarus, due to the timing that they're going for with these other actions, I'm going to give you one question and one response to that question before the sleep spell goes off.
Oh, you guys know my memory's not so good. Where were those drakes again?
Oh, make another deception check.
Oh, it's better. 18 plus 6 is 24. Yes!
The one closest to you is going to look directly at you and say, "Are you kidding me?"
No,
With
like,
the two
you know,
options that we have, and you know we're not supposed to go to the one, and he's going to repeat this middle finger.
Get
Get your rest. You know I'm ornery when I deal with people stupider than I am.
Oh, I'm
And
sure
the
you'll take a
sleep
rest in a
spell goes
second,
off.
too.
I rolled 28 points of sleepiness.
Okay, Juno, make a perception check, please. was
Centered
total
here
of 28?
is all I can see. Yeah. Centered here where I'm pinging because that's what I can see.
You
with
gotta be kidding me.
And I rolled 33
That is...
points of sleep.
Oh, you rolled a 33. Okay. What was the 28?
28 is my sleep. We're both casting it.
So 61
Oh,
points
Jesus
of sleep.
Christ.
We are a tag team. If we ever decide to have kids, bedtime will be so easy.
Yep. Okay, sorry, 1 second. I gotta
Just
look
kind
at
of like
something
how
now
my grandma
because-
would put like whiskey on my gums just to make me fall asleep as an infant.
Honestly, the way he reacted to
That
that,
is
I feel like that
no-brainer.
might be enough to put me to sleep, too.
That's
hope
what I'm
so.
looking up.
It's
Yup. Everyone
That's
in this
fine.
room falls to the ground.
yes, good.
If they weren't already asleep, they are asleep.
Just to double check, I have 27 at the moment. Does it
Yep.
still put me to sleep?
You are asleep.
That's fine. I'm fine with kicking you awake.
Guys, I got important. Oh, okay.
No, I
Um,
might just fire.
Rather than kick you awake, it'll just be like a hand over the mouth.
Oh, that's
And I'll just kind of like
true.
shake
You're-
your face because I
Hang
don't want
on.
you to make noise.
You're an elf though. You can't be put to sleep by magical.
Oh,
means.
that's true.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I
You're
can't be put to
Oh,
magical sleep.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah, good call.
I turn around, I'm like,
You're welcome.
hey, I learned from the kobolds. That's a friendly gesture in their language.
Oh my god.
I facepalm. So
It's
hard.
not, but okay.
It's not.
Well, they always do it to me.
Juno is just gonna start walking down towards the stairwell to the right now, since that's
Ju-
just a room.
Juno, there are drakes that way, they said.
I want to check anything in the room. We have a minute while they all sleep, so I figure like, hey, see
Not
if there's
very
anything
long.
useful.
A minute is not long. I would
A minute
rather
is not
leave
long.
and not
Alright,
make
fine.
noise
You're
than
right, I agree.
stay in there and potentially wake them up.
I'm just gonna
I agree.
inform everyone while they're asleep. I'm gonna say, hey, I got one question out of them. They said there were drakes in that room.
Ooh.
All right,
now,
practice
That's why
being
they're here
quiet.
to train the drakes, is what they said.
All right, so stealth, and we'll hope
Practice
that the
being
drakes are
quiet.
also asleep because it's the middle of the night.
Well, they weren't asleep until you put them. Never mind.
They were keeping watch. All right,
So, yeah.
Juno's gonna take the charge this time.
So stealth check, and Juno's gonna be the head of the group. So, da-da-da. Stealth checks for everybody.
Way.
Oh, we're gonna do dish.
I was about to say,
Dice-
heck, don't
the
you
physical
dare.
dice aren't helping me either. That's a
no.
roll nine.
We're gonna go on a trip in our
It's
favorite
fine.
rocket ship,
Ship's
zooming
here.
through
Juno,
the
as
sky.
you lead the charge to this area, a series of spikes plop out from the ground as you step on one of the steps.
That feels right.
4 piercing damage. Ulta, Aster, as the next people in line, you'd be able to see that they came out of a specific spot in the steps, so you can tell that you should be able to easily walk around that area should you choose to. Only Ulta and Aster see this.
Walk around.
We may want to warn our friends that are behind
Yeah,
us.
exactly. Yeah, guys, we want to walk around that. Please don't step on this dice.
Thank you.
Okay.
You said what?
No,
I'm kidding,
They
I'm
said,
kidding.
They said the step's totally clear. Step on that one.
Juno, you are greeted with a larger open cavern area, and you can see a few notable things as you're coming off the edge of the stairway, having just been poked by some pokies.
Yep, she's
Um,
slinking along the wall, like not like walking openly out into this area. There's just not a good way to like pull her to the wall.
Right. That makes sense. So you're able to see that there are 2 torches lit on this area over here. So all of you should be able to see a source of light coming from this eastern area. Juno, you can also see a small stairwell to just your east over here. What is that, about 30 feet?
Yeah.
Heading down into a larger depression in the cavern, very similar to other areas that you've been to before. And from where you are, you can definitely tell that a few medium-sized creatures occupy that area. Along the wall, right next to the stairwell, you would also note that there are several harness-like adornments, I guess, hanging from the wall, and several whips.
Maybe we just go past this room, but take the whips and harnesses,
Yeah, I
so
was gonna
that way
say,
they've
I want
just
a whip.
got drakes that they can't mobilize for, like, are the harnesses kind of like muzzles or something like that, like as if it were to like walk the drakes, or is it like a harness to ride a drake?
You would need to get close enough to investigate in order to glean that.
I will sneak across and give it a looky-loo.
Okay.
But I'm trying to move as quietly as possible.
Okay, so make a stealth check, and for the rest of you, if you go beyond the square that Ulta is in, basically, and want to do so sneakily, you will have to make a stealth check.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but harnesses and whips excite me.
Here we
I
go.
rolled a 19 stealth,
Okay, so
Okay.
and
Juno,
probably
also
my
make
ears crit failed that song.
make an investigation check, please.
I'm so good at these. I get advantage for them because of who I am.
Nice.
So that's a natural 20.
Okay, so the harnesses themselves do not include any sort of saddle-like structure. you'd be able to tell that these are definitely not intended for training riding in any way.
Okay.
Rather, they do include a muzzle-like structure, and then a 20-foot-ish leash. So it's meant to be more of like a restraint for how far the occupant could travel from the handler. And then coupled with the whips and the statement you had heard from the previous room, you'd be able to tell that it seems that these are geared toward training of some sort of beast. And since you are this close to the edge, I am okay with revealing that you can see 3. Nope, ignore that kobold. That's not there, and it's not going to be there. No surprises. The depression in this area is occupied by 3 drake-like creatures, though you're not really sure what kind. And they are all 3 looking at you with like a sort of intent and curiosity.
Tame them.
Can we befriend them?
We want pets. We want pets.
Aster,
I
can you
think-
give them the good berries
I think
as like
this
a
is
snack?
a
Oh
good
my
point, guys,
goodness,
to
I
take
know
another
how to
very
do
short
this.
break,
Berries.
if that's cool with you guys.
Sure.
Quick break.
Yes.
I'm actually personally starting to get into a habit of taking like a really short break every hour or so, rather than
Sure.
every few
That's
hours.
good. We get to
Okay.
get our steps in and stuff. do
Yeah,
some
take a-
Yeah, get to
stretching.
meet that stand goal.
Get some water, walk
Yeah.
around. Okay, we'll be right back, chat.
Oh
And by
yay.
sister, she did not mean me.
So you guys
I am
have.
her brother.
I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so chat can see. You guys are in a room occupied in a the small pit just north of you contains several drakes of some variety. It would
Drakes of-
require a nature check
Drakes
of
of various
a certain
sizes.
DC in order to determine what kind, and potentially what they are capable of. But
If I wanted to just like set them free,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's find
Aster's
an
just gonna
escape
kind
route
of, like,
first.
Yeah, she's just gonna like take down like equipment and stuff and like. I can't
Like,
believe
let's
they're
make
doing
sure
this
that-
to them.
Let's make sure that they can get out safely before we just let them loose. We don't want them
Or
like
perhaps lead them.
Yeah, so
panicked.
I think
Juno
leading
with-
them out would be.
sorry, go ahead, Asher.
Juno and Aster are together right now, and Juno
Right.
is of the mindset that she does not want to let these drakes be. Like, she's looking at the whips as they are weapons against the drakes that are in the pit, and she's just not okay.
Same,
with
like
that.
yeah, she's just taking them down. It's like we
Ulta is
have
with
to
you
help
guys
them
as
out.
well.
Okay,
Um,
so make a party-wide
here too.
perception check. I'm going to use
Alright.
the best number out of the entire party.
Come on, critical roll die. Ooh, okay. That is a 17 for me.
I
Ulta
only have
popping
a
in there with a
+1 to
22.
perception.
I got a 9. I have a +4.
I got a 17.
I'm gonna drop my kobold appearance so I don't like scare them.
Bye, Flutus.
Okay.
Peace. Just because I forget, I have to say that I drop it sometimes.
So I see a 22, an 18, a 17, a 9. What's the last one?
Eliseo.
Eliseo?
Said 17.
Okay. Ulta, you'd be able to tell that these creatures do not have any sense of fear or like withdrawal at the sight of you guys. Their demeanor changed a little bit when Icarus dropped his disguise. They kind of like looked over at him and gave a head tilt. You're wrestling with a realization that, not knowing exactly what these drakes have been through, but you kind of have a sense based on, restraints and whips and, the harm that could potentially come with that they would likely be hostile toward you no matter what you do. Though they're, with a carefully crafted and executed plan, it's possible that they could just leave if you gave them a route to leave without attacking you.
I also do want to bring up that like they're only asleep for a minute above us.
Yeah.
Yep, you
And
know
we
you're
don't know
coming
when they
close to
would
the end of
come.
that minute. Yep.
Yeah, we don't know if they would come down here, especially when they like magically wake up.
Are the drakes
So-
tied up right now?
They're
in any
not.
way, or
They're
are they
in a
just
pit.
That's a
below
good
us?
question. They're not. You
Okay.
can I'll even say that one of them like starts to peruse this wall and
Hi.
claws at it for a second, but then notably doesn't do anything else.
Oh,
With
no,
that,
you can do it,
along with
bud.
the description for that 22 perception, across the party, you guys would be able to tell that between the I didn't tell you, there's a cage surrounding this staircase. So as
Oh,
it
the
gets
dots are a cage.
yeah, the dotted line is a sort of like crude cage. So
Yeah, it's an
the
airlock.
fact that that's the only caged off area and that this one is sort of pawing at the wall but not really doing anything with it, you're able to glean that they probably are not really capable of climbing themselves out of this area unless they were to use the staircase.
So,
Sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was just questioning if over here, if there was some sort of gate or anything in that corner, if I could move closer and check that out.
Yeah, you'd be able to tell there's nothing else over there. This
Okay.
staircase is the only way in and out of this area.
Okay,
Chrissy, you
go
had
ahead,
something
Alyssa.
too?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say to Juno and Aster, why don't we start sawing apart these, like taking apart these halters and harnesses and open the door for them?
Maybe we should scope out like the way that we want them to go, though. And it looks like there are two directions right now, or at least that's what I'm seeing. Just having a plan for like, if we want them to escape, we have to kind of.
And if
direct where
they've
they
been
want to
outside of
go.
the cave before, then they would know
Which
kind of the
direction?
direction to get
Okay.
out. Like
Okay.
Yes.
animals eventually
Okay.
like develop a routine with going outside.
Do we have anything to discourage them from attacking us, just in case of emergency?
I mean, I think offering rations might help.
Yeah, put
I-
rations one way and we stand the other way, maybe.
I'm already like pulling out food and trying to get this little guy to climb up here. I'm like, come on, buddy, you can do it. Get up here.
Okay, you have
I believe in you.
for my game, and I think I'm almost positive I told you guys this before we started. I don't do like
Yeah.
ration tracking for long travel, blah blah blah. Like we're just assuming you're gonna put it
Endless
in your
supplies
packs
of
for
pocket
encumbrance, but we're just gonna consider it there. So yeah, with that being the case, LSAO, you could reasonably assume that you have some sort of like cured meat or bread, you know,
Come
something that could last some time.
Come on.
And
Sorry, whispers. Come on. Come on. You can do it.
the two of you that cast sleep
Yes.
would know by this point that you're confident that your minute is up, but nothing is happening.
Cool.
I'd like to pull out my pocket steak because I keep a T-bone.
You got the good
and-
stuff.
And I'm ready to throw it when the gate is unlocked.
What if we don't throw it? What if we just have it set up over by those torches where they can visibly see it?
Do
and
we want it
just-
by the torches or the other way? We haven't been down the torches way. We don't know what's there.
We don't know, but I also don't want them to go back up into the room
I
with
don't-
the kobolds.
Kobolds.
I don't either. That's
Because then
Okay.
they'll either eat
Okay.
the kobolds, which I would feel kind of bad about, or
Yeah,
the
okay.
kobolds will then be aware that they need to come into this room, which we are just leaving.
I'll just have it ready, and when they're let go, I will throw it because I don't know which. I want to see where they're going first because there might be only one way out, and we don't know.
yeah. Rations in direction of the torches. Then we open the gate. We
Is
don't
there someone that's
have
better
the
at picking a lock than me? Because maybe you
things
should
in
take
hand.
this.
Yeah. Is that the plan?
I have a +3 to sleight of hand, but
All right.
I don't have lock picking tools.
I have +4 but no proficiency, so I can do it if.
LSAO, as this discussion is happening, I'm imagining you just kind of like over the edge, like
Yes, I've
checking it
named
out
him.
as far as what they're gonna do. You named him already.
Yep, his name is Rain, and I'm
Okay.
trying to cheer him on.
He definitely comes over to the wall and like
on, buddy.
goes up
Come
on
you
his
can.
hinds
Come
and
on.
reaches up toward and can actually get kind of close if he like fully extends his neck and is sniffing at the chunk of meat that you've got.
I mean, if he's giving it his best effort, like, yeah, he gets the treat.
Okay, you're dropping it down.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if he could, like, doesn't come close enough where I could, like, grab him and pull him up.
Yeah, so make a perception check.
Okay.
And the screen is in the right spot.
13.
Okay. You can tell that this thing is hyper focused on this chunk of meat you're dangling in its face, and it almost looks like it gets angry for a moment just before you drop it. And then at the moment you drop it, these two run over and they're almost like shouldering each
Edging
other
out for
over
each
it,
other?
but the one that you dropped it to got like the full maw over it
Yeah.
and just like does the... Have you ever seen a Komodo dragon eat? Or like a
No, but now
crocodile
I
where
need
they
to.
just do like a couple head throws and then just
Oh, yeah.
shoves
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
thing down its gullet. Yeah, that happens. They have this weird tension between them at that, but the one that you dropped it to manages to work this chunk of meat down in a gulp or two, and then they continue just sort of mulling about in this pit.
Good
Everybody, would you like
boys.
to head over here so that I can open the door and throw the meat, and then you guys will be out of the way to make sure they don't attack or anything?
Mhm.
I start
Um,
feeding the other two.
Okay,
You
well, don't
have
feed them
more
too
meat?
much. I need to get
Oh,
them
that's
over
true.
here.
Okay, you're right.
The more that we
I
distract them,
pull out
the
my
more
juicy
things they do,
T-bone.
The more dangerous it's gonna be.
I'm
taking
I,
one of
like-
the harnesses to disassemble it.
I could pull out like one more and like drag them along the edge, like trying to lead them with like, come get it, come this way, come further
Okay,
this
Well,
way.
I don't
while
want
that's
them too
happening-
close to me.
While that's happening, Ulta, what are you going for with disassembling harnesses?
I just don't want them to...
Sabotage.
Yeah, I just don't want the kobolds to be able to put them... If they end up in a place where the kobolds are, I don't want the kobolds to be able to reharness them and get them again.
Oh, okay.
I think
That's
Juno would help Ulta
super
with
creative.
that.
You know what? I'm not gonna make you roll for that. That's some creative stuff. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna say it takes about like a minute between all the pieces you have to disassemble, but you're able to like between just tearing some leather apart and unfastening some fastenings, and doing whatever you can think of in about a minute. We'll say that you successfully disassemble the harnesses.
Yeah, I'm snagging some of the leather pieces so that they can't put them back together.
Okay. So let's say, for the sake of potentially other things, if you want to hang on to those, you're going to have 12 leather strips.
That'll be useful. I've named the other two Drakes at this point.
Okay.
They're Sky and Cloud. So
Nice. Okay.
If everyone would like to move aside, I just don't want you in the
Out
path
of the
of
way.
Drake movement. So I was just moving from here to here. And I'm going to start opening the gate
Sorry.
with my T-bone in hand.
Juno would have also collected some of the whips too. I don't know how many whips there were there,
I
but
want a
she's
whip.
not leaving them
I
behind.
want one.
It's actually notably a total of 6.
6 whips.
I
Yes.
want one.
Everybody gets a whip. Party of Indiana Jones.
Can I have 2 whips?
Nope, I get 2 because I grabbed them.
Okay, that's fair.
Everybody
Can I have
make
Icarus's other whip?
We're gonna do a global perception check here to see if
Alright.
see what information you might glean from this.
18.
Damn, 24 to 23.
Twinsies.
I'm too focused on my new friends. I only got a 10.
It is notable that I'm at the other end of the staircase, if that does anything.
Yeah, this is more of a like general perception, not the exact situation that you're in at the moment.
Okay.
So between the number of whips and number of harnesses and number of drakes currently in this area, the camp behind you outside of the cave, and like the amount of time that you'd be able to generally glean it would have taken to fashion this cave into what it's been used for. Across the party, you guys would be able to tell that like these 3 drakes are not the first or last necessarily by plan, I guess, to be through here. It seems that this cave has been used as a continuation of some sort of ongoing operation and not the start, not necessarily the finish of whatever's been going on. The amount of supplies that are at hand and the amount of time it would have taken to sort of fashion and fit the groups of cult people in this area, there's been some time and planning involved.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door now. I'm going to be ready to like run, and I'm gonna dash. So my plan is open the door, dash like 1 movement speed this way, and then throw the stake as far as I can to hopefully like get them moving and start them out.
Okay,
and hopefully they'll run past me.
To lead them out?
Yeah, and hopefully they'll run past me for the stake because it's easier than I am, is my goal. And I have my bonus action to teleport if I need it.
Oh, you're going to throw your
that's my
stake
plan.
ahead of you? Like to lead them out? Okay, got it. Okay.
So I'll go like straight from here to the torches, like full movement speed, throw the stake.
Okay.
And it'll end up like down here, so whatever.
Okay, so I'm going to move you in this particular instance. You, the gate actually is not locked. It's only latched from the side you're on. And it'd be easy enough to notice that. So you just have to like raise a small bar, and the door will open. So you raise that bar, open the door, and run to like this corner, if I'm understanding your plan correctly.
I'm gonna go here so I can throw it down this tunnel, just because then I won't be able to throw it.
So I'll put you
I'm back
here.
There. Yep.
And I'm putting you there as my olive branch for things because you guys are formulating a plan that actually makes sense. You will notice Icarus. No, that's not meant to be an ouch. That's meant to be a good job.
That implies we didn't think through most of our other plans, though, which is true.
Most of them were my bad plans. So.
Sorry, I did not mean to imply that. It's meant to be
a solid implication.
I mean, you're right.
I mean,
it is right.
It's a solid implication.
You know what? I'll take that. I'll eat that. Okay,
it's okay.
All 3 of them slowly meander toward this direction as you're moving toward the door, Icarus. And then the second you open it, run and toss your precious T-bone. You can see them moving as you open the door, not like aggressively, but you still have this not so sure feeling between you and them as you're doing it. And you just sort of like turn and run and then toss this stake. And the rest of you would be able to easily notice that all 3 of these things are like beeline at the raw meat in front of them.
Oh, thank goodness.
And as soon as he stops and tosses this, all 3 of them are going to bolt this direction. The first one that gets there will like scoop up the meat, and all 3 of them will continue running. And like the sounds that, like the grunting, not roaring sounds, but like the grunting with the heft of running sounds that like a lion would make is what you hear out of these things as they're going. And when they turn the corner, you can see this plume of purple puff just come off the ceiling, and the screeching of a ton of bats as just like the rumbling and grunting is happening between these 3 animals running out of the cave. But Icarus, you'd be able to tell that all the sound and then this plume of animals that followed is going out of the cave.
Okay, good. Not a plume of like explosion, a plume of
like
just,
they're not getting
it's
hurt,
just bats.
right?
Like hundreds of small creatures
It's just the
Yes.
bats.
flying
just
off of the
disturbed.
walls
They'll settle again.
and heading out with these things. You would have also noticed, Icarus, that these 3 drakes took a really, really intentional path right here.
Hmm.
Like they knew exactly where they were going to step. And
Can
then
I remember
everything
it,
is
or
gone.
at least try to?
I'm gonna give you a +5 to an investigation if you're gonna look for something.
I'm gonna look for traps.
I already missed them.
I know. I was gonna sing, and I will always love you.
But quietly.
Okay. So checking for traps. Investigation.
Yep. +5.
I'm
Plus
I'm gonna
5
need an
is
epilogue
plus
for
5
that.
minus 1, so that's plus 4, so that's 16.
Okay, what's up, Niffer?
I'm gonna need an epilogue for these 3 as well at the end of the story. Add it to the list.
I can't promise that unless you remind me.
I'm starting a list of characters I need an epilogue for.
Okay, but the timing of your reminders may influence whether or not it happens. just to be fair to myself here. Okay, so Icarus, you are able to tell that I'll draw this for you actually.
Yeah, cool.
The very middle of this area is
Mhm.
the only safe space from false floor.
Oh. Is it like all the way down or just there?
You can just tell that it's a false floor.
So I want to stand on that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like
I'm gonna-
if one person took like 1 foot directly in front of the other, sort of line walk, that's the only safe space. The rest of it will drop if you were to step on it.
Okay. I'm going to say follow my step if you want to get out of here. And then looking ahead, does it continue or is it just this one spot?
It is in the exact area that I drew out, and anything on either side of the ends is also safe.
On either side of the ends.
We'll draw another line.
Yeah. Because, like, you said it was, they took a particular path the entire way out. So I'm
Just
assuming
in this
the whole
area. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the whole next air chamber was dangerous. Okay.
Nope.
So-
So goalpost to goalpost, so to speak. with
Okay,
Those black
gotcha.
lines is safe area on the other sides of those lines, and then the area
Okay.
in between those lines, the green outline, is the safe space.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll say just right here, only walk behind me. And then I will make my way across. Because, you know, I'm smart and stuff. And then
We're
I don't
proud
know
of
how
you.
close we were to what we saw earlier over here. Or if
You
this
are
is
so
completely
you
new
are
over here.
in the exact area that you saw. You know that if you went like just a little farther, I'll just scoot you there to keep it fair. This is the area that is,
Oh, we're at the lower area now.
yeah, so you're in the lower area that was northeast of the
Gotcha.
bridge that you crossed earlier. Oh, these guys need to move, sorry. Whoop. They gone.
Are you sure? I kind of want to keep them.
Yeah, you'd be able to tell that they ran completely out of the cave. So now, to your northeast, you're all able to see enough, and Juno, you'd be able to see a little bit more clearly that there are several drop-offs going deeper into this cavern. And a nasty, nasty stench of rot emits from that direction.
Let's just not go that way. That sounds like a place where smells like a place where things are dead. Let's just skip it.
Well, there's the staircase and that lower area that we haven't seen yet, right?
The staircase to
I
your
think
southeast.
we go towards the staircase.
Okay, the staircase to your southeast goes down just a tiny bit into what is noticeably like a fashioned curtain.
Can I look, just like check the area real quick though for like ropers or anything like that? Like, is there anything in here that does not that is not what it appears to be?
Sure, make an investigation
Before we
check.
like continue on, because ouch.
Yeah.
We got screwed by that roper.
It could be a bad good smell.
That thing hurt.
Ouch, it hurt.
Ouch, I did it again.
19.
Okay. Confirmation of what you've been thinking, you'd be able to glean the smell coming from your north is the result of like dead stuff. Like rotting meat. And looking around in the cavern above you, checking out the ceiling where all of these small creatures just flocked away. Specifically checking to see if any of the stalactites or stalagmites might have an eyeball. Nothing else is here. Just a couple of natural rock formations. You do get a small, cooler than the area around you breeze from the southeast. But that's it.
From the southeast, like towards the front door?
From this hallway. Southeast.
Oh, southeast, not southwest. I can't do.
That's okay.
Directions.
So the most prominent things are just the nasty, nasty smell from the north, and then this cool breeze coming from the southeast.
Nasty smell, but no monsters.
I think it would. Well, I mean, we don't know where that roper's been. Like, it had the ability to move, so for all we know, it could have been living over there too. Or if they were feeding weird shit to the drakes. Or drakes were dying and they were disposing of bodies and stuff like that. So I just kind of feel like that's a body pit. I mean, you're more than welcome to go look into it, but that smells real bad.
Have loot?
I'll look into the body pit, sure.
I don't know, it could just be back 1 or 2. Just saying.
Icarus, you're checking it out? Anybody else checking this area out?
Gross.
Curiosity killed the cat. Good thing I'm not a cat.
Okay, are you looking for anything or just trying to get a general sense of the lay of the land here?
I'm gonna look for shinies. Like, I think there would be a glint of light in like a corpse or something. If I don't know. I guess we're looking for a body pile or something that is
Yeah, we
completely
definitely
different from
think
that.
it's a body pile. So I guess just, is this confirmation?
Yeah.
Okay, make a investigation check.
21.
12.
Okay. Among piles and piles of unknown substances, you are able to see some semblance of carcasses, bones, clearly discarded. You're also, with a 12, you're also able to hear, after a few seconds, a little bit of shuffling. And then it stops. And then a little bit more shuffling.
Can I look for
And then
the
it
shuffling?
stops.
Can I try to like track where it's coming from?
I'm gonna use that 12. You can tell that like the first one comes from a different area than the second one. But between the difficulty of your field of view, even with dark vision, like this is a
Let's
deep
say I rolled a
cavern.
21 though.
I was gonna say, I got 21.
Oh, you did? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they rolled better than I did.
Yeah, Eliseo, so there's definitely one shuffling coming from this direction very, very deep into this pit. And then another coming from up here.
Juno, I hear something.
Do we want to get its attention or do we want to leave it alone?
Well, what if it's a dog under that pile?
I'm going to be completely honest. I am very tapped for the day.
So we're going to
And
leave it
if
alone.
any of you get hurt, I cannot help you.
I respect my wife. And I just drag Icarus away.
Wait, but what if there's a dog under there?
We will come back tomorrow.
Are you a dog down there?
Shh. Did it react? Okay, good. I will pull you away from the edge, and if you do not come with, I will just fireman carry you again.
I don't know what it is.
Sometimes that's better.
While they're kind of looking over the ledge, Juno would like kind of beckon for Aster and Ulta to kind of follow her to here. And just like notify them that she felt like a very cool, unnatural breeze come out of here, and ask them if they know anything about like what could cause that.
No, I don't know. Would I?
Make a nature check.
All right.
Could I do the same, or do you just want one of us rolling?
Both of you.
That is a 15.
10 for Ulta.
15 and a 10. So Aster, you're able to sort of glean that you guys have gone fairly deep into a cave, into a mountain structure and down from ground level. You do also catch a small bit of a cool breeze from that area. You're able to see that it's covered by a curtain-like structure. As far as you can tell, that area is noticeably cooler than the area you're currently in. You can't really think of anything that would be artificially producing a difference in temperature. It's as if that curtain was intentionally placed.
Magic
I think
would
that does make-
create that temperature difference.
Or it might just
Naturally.
go directly.
It did specify naturally.
Yeah, it might go directly outside. I would like to listen at the curtain to see what's. I just get a little closer.
Okay.
To listen. I don't know.
So you can get closer and then make another perception check.
Can I don't know how I would help with that. Can I like get closer as well with my big ass ears and also try to listen?
So this mechanically in 5e, this is kind of funky because anybody can just make an investigation or perception check. You can
You have
help
guidance.
if you have proficiency, but that just gives the person you're helping advantage, which is statistically no different than you just rolling your own, other than your modifiers. So
Yeah, I'll just,
if you know that she's particularly good at investigating, then it might be better to help her rather than roll your own. Otherwise, you can just roll your own.
I don't have proficiency to aid, so it would just be me rolling. I have proficiency with perception, but not investigation.
Ulta, are you doing anything different or also assisting in this?
I have a spouse who's really good at investigation if you want to ask them to help.
Nope, I'm good.
Mine's an 18.
Aster is going to, as she's putting her ear up to her hand up to her ear, she's gonna guide herself. Give her a D4.
Okay.
Oh man, fell off.
And roll dice.
There we go. It didn't help me. I need a D4. Okay, that would be a 12. I rolled a 3, guys.
And
That
an
saved me.
18. 18 for Juno, 12 for Aster.
Yep.
Ulta, I'm seeing a 10.
That was from before.
Okay. Okay, 18, 10. Or sorry, 18, 12.
Where is the curtain on the map, real quick? Is it further down the stairs, or
It's at the edge of your line of sight.
so
where
like right there? Okay.
yeah, where your line of sight stops
Ah,
is
oh
the
no.
curtain itself. As you get really close, you're able to tell Juno and Aster that this thing is made of a thick leather.
Oh, it's a literal curtain this time.
Mm-hmm. The literal curtain.
I'm also like frightened that if we open this, the bad smell is just going to be over here too.
With actually
Yeah, this is
Juno,
the door
with
to the
your
walk-in
18
freezer.
Juno, with your 18, you would notice that there's a distinct smell difference in areas. Like the bad smell was definitely coming from that pit to the north. Out of this area is just this cool air. There's a difference in smell. It's a lot more fresh than the area you came from.
Juno is going to attempt to slowly like touch the curtain and like nudge it just a little bit so she can like see through. Like she's not trying to pull it open or anything like that. It's like the smallest opening to see if she can see if there's anything beyond this curtain.
Okay.
Or what is beyond.
Make a dex save, and I will say out loud, I'm lowering the dex or the DC because you're being careful.
19.
19, nice. Okay, so as you sort of start touching the first leather strip you're able to see, and peel it back just to be able to peer inside a little bit, you're able to tell that all of these strips have an intricate lacing of metal barbs, like small needles. And it's not like to the point that you can't open the curtain without getting hurt. You're able to notice enough that if you like grab at the right places and sort of bunch them together, you can open the curtain safely.
Okay. She is going to take her quarterstaff that she's had strapped to her back this entire time and use that like as a stick to poke through and just kind of pull it back.
Okay.
So that way Aster can get a better look inside.
Okay.
I'm
So
glad you learned from yesterday to not touch things with your real hands.
No, I'm
So,
never going to learn that lesson.
all of you that are peering into this cavern, are able to, you notice easily enough, as soon as like the first break in the curtain happens, your noses are just almost assaulted by the smell of fresh blood. But combined with what you see, it's not like a massacre happened here. It's actually just a meat locker.
Oh, probably to feed the drakes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
among the natural stone structures that you see going from floor to ceiling, clearly just the natural support of the cavern system here. You're deep enough in the cave in this area that the cold air wisps across you as you open this curtain. And with the smell of fresh blood or fresh-ish blood combined with that cold air, and then the piles of elk and deer carcasses in this room, it's easy enough to surmise, yes, this was meant as a sort of meat locker for fresh food for whoever would have needed it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is where they were taking all of them, I guess.
That's even sadder than the locked up dogs.
Well, we saw them bringing in a bunch of deer and stuff to the camp.
You did see that.
Mm-hmm. This is where they went.
Icarus and Eliseo, what is happening? So that was like a half minute or so. What's happening up here? You guys have been kind of doing this back and forth of I want to check it out, but no, I don't, sort of thing.
Juno
What's going on
said
up
no, I'm picking him up and we're leaving.
Oh, I was just gonna chill waiting there because I'm assuming that room's not very important, so I was just gonna wait here for them to come back
Oh,
out.
I was gonna pick
Okay.
him up and we were gonna
Technically,
follow.
I don't think I was there if I was looking at this area. It was more just like me personally. Like
Juno would say no.
Juno would say no.
Yeah, but who's Juno to tell us what to do?
My wife.
That is the difference between if you get picked up or not.
And I'm gonna run.
Crap.
Okay, so yeah, Juno, you're able to tell there's really nothing else going on with this room. It's a massive meat locker.
Just a
I've said that
refrigerator.
like 4 times now. I don't have a
I
better
made
word
a
for it.
walk-in freezer joke like 5 minutes
You
ago,
did.
and it turns out I was right.
Okay. Juno wouldn't like stick around in the room or anything. She'd probably be kind of upset seeing all of that animal product.
You're gonna walk back out to just your brother trying to swan dive off this cliff, and me just trying to grab him.
Juno, is there any particular reason you're upset about seeing all of that?
Mainly the amount of waste that this is probably going to incur. It's not so much that she's distraught about like animals dying, because she knows that like you need to eat and like we need to feed beings and stuff, and she understands that circle of life. It's the sheer amount of meat that's here when all of those people just left. Because she's like, they literally just left all of this behind. Like, this is entirely wasteful.
Gotcha.
Faux show.
Okay.
She's the kind of person that prays before meals. And is like just very grateful.
Okay.
So
I like to make a dex save.
Why?
Because she's trying to grab me. Or they're trying to
you're
grab
gonna
me, sorry.
struggle against that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be actually a strength save.
Ah,
or a strength
shoot.
contest. So both of you roll.
What'd you get?
We're gonna okay. You're both rolling actual
I
dice.
rolled-
I'm gonna do a 3,
Yes.
2, 1, and then you say the number at the same time.
Okay.
Be honest. 3, 2, 1.
19.
Oh, I re-rolled, but 10. It was a 10. I thought you meant roll at the same time, and I re-rolled, but it was a 10.
Okay, so you are grappled, Icarus. She's pulling you away.
But what if there's dogs under there?
Nope. Not today.
Bye.
All right, so what's next?
Fireman carry?
I think we
walk
just
back.
leave. I feel like we've gone through as much of this as we can.
I think, yeah, unless we feel like scaring the winged kobolds away.
Mm,
We're gonna let the
think
dogs
so.
out,
I
and they're
think
kind
we
of
should just
alone,
go.
so they have no purpose here anyways.
I think we should stealth out.
I think so
Yep.
too.
Yeah, the rest of the camp should be gone if we remember correctly.
If I let you down, will you walk out quietly?
Maybe.
I don't let him down.
I just want her to carry me. I just want them to carry me.
Will
Okay,
you hold me through the show?
so as you guys pass the
Oh no.
bridge,
no.
the bridge into this area down here, you'd notice that the thick of this amoeba-like plant colony in front of you is really, really, really thick. You can glean without like checking for anything specifically that there are basically 2 paths through. One to the right, sort of along the wall, and one to the left, sort of along the wall. Otherwise, you would have to trudge through plants that you like. They're thick enough that you can't see through it.
Yeah.
Let's go along the walls.
Let's do that.
Oops, I gotta. There we go.
Oh, hey, you just yeeted me across.
Oh,
without
I'm sorry.
actually.
I'm
Sorry,
forgetting
Brent.
to tell you guys that I'm doing that.
Icarus, you should still move your token.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Chrissy, are
I
you
will
good?
put you down for this.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
dragging you through.
dang it. I was hoping any dex save I didn't have to make.
I mean, look, if you want me to carry you through a narrow thing, you're
Yeah.
probably gonna get slapped by this thing.
Why would I get slapped? It's at our feet.
Fine, I will carry you through this.
So are we moving through this or not? I'm just like dicking around with my character in Roll20. So are we moving through this?
Yep.
Yep.
Against the wall? Okay.
Between the two of us, I have a Geralt and what's his face moment?
Dandelion?
Jaskier.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh no.
as you're like begrudgingly dragging me along,
Yep.
and I'll sing too.
Okay.
Okay. Freeze. as you guys get to the points you're at, Ulta, Icarus, and Eliseo, you feel this whoosh across your face.
Ah, beans.
A handful of the plants that you're walking past whip at you.
Ah, beans.
What the hell? Oh,
Ah, beans.
And they stay stationary. So you can tell that they're just like whipping at whatever is right next to them. Ulta first, Icarus second, Eliseo third, 22, 12, 19.
That'll hit.
Okay. So Ulta, that's going to be
wait, there's
7
4.
total.
Are there 4 attacks? Or 3?
Just 3.
Okay.
The way the spacing is working, it's just 1 for each of you.
Okay.
Yay.
So Ulta, you're gonna get smacked with this nasty, slimy sort of vine from the plant directly in front of you, for 7 total necrotic damage.
Oof.
Icarus did a 12. That misses, right?
Yes.
And then Eliseo a 19.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of 8.
I feel so bad.
Necrotic
Ulta always
damage.
gets hit.
I just lost a third of my health.
So these things whip at you guys as you're walking through, and then they just kind of stand there waving in the area that they're in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk past.
Yeah, I'll
I
keep
would-
going.
Not
I would-
engaging.
Did
I'd
we?
like to readjust Icarus's body to the shoulder that is closer to the wall with those plants?
Did we see this happen?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm only 15 feet from the steps, so I'll just fucking.
So
Come on,
Ulta, you'd
okay.
be able to tell that the steps are rigged with a sort of pressure plate, and
Oh
if
my
you
God.
step a certain direction along this wall, you'd be able to avoid it.
Hey.
I will do so.
And then as you get, I'm going to say 2 steps in, because of your height, Ulta, you'd be able to see, like chest height for you over the top of this sort of planted area. Sorry. You can see all of your companions, and you can see this sort of sea of, I don't know of a better way to describe it, this amoeba, algae, or not algae, like seaweed-like plant colony here. You'd be able to see the tops of all of their heads at least, and clearly the 2 available pathways through that everybody's coming through.
Yeah, I will wait until they are within earshot because I don't want to shout to tell them to stay close.
Okay.
So when they are closer, I will say, stay close to the wall.
Okay. Icarus, no matter which direction you go, you're going to take 1 attack.
Okay.
So are you going to backtrack and go the other way, or are you going to keep going?
It's not my choice. I'm being carried.
Oh, that's right. You're. So Eliseo, what's the call?
We're gonna keep going.
All right. So both of you are going to take a whip.
Great.
First one is Icarus. Second one is Eliseo.
Perfect.
20 for Icarus, 11
That'll
for
hit.
Eliseo.
That doesn't hit.
All right. 7 necrotic damage.
Wait, isn't it the violent fungus, not the...
Yeah, and the first violet fungus was a 20 for you.
No, I'm just asking for the damage, or is there not going to be a second one?
Oh, it's not showing. Why are you not showing? There we go. 5.
There we go.
Good call. The 11 was to hit.
It was just weird it didn't roll
Eliseo and
twice for
missed.
the damage, but did for the other one.
Yeah. And it did roll twice. You know what? That's weird. We're just gonna call it the 5. 5 necrotic damage to Icarus.
Woo, you're so nice.
Hey,
All right.
Niffer, if you didn't remember, you take half necrotic damage.
I take no necrotic damage. This is all on you, my dude.
No, last time you got hit,
No, oh, you're right, you're right.
it would be halved because you're an angel.
You're right, you're right. Boop. Thank you for that.
Good call.
Just for that, I will not do what Eliseo was thinking of doing, which was just like scraping you against the wall because you're being sassy.
Well, I got hit anyways,
I
but
know.
I expected you to throw me into like the pile of it, like right in the center, just like standing
Just
in like a field of cactus.
Just like lay you down so that I can walk across you and not get into it.
Oh no.
This excellent sibling energy.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the end because
Can
we're
I
told we made
please
it
get
to
moved past all of this? I don't know how far I've made it.
We'll say that you've all made it to this point to the stairwell, and
Hooray.
it sounded like Alta told you guys about the pressure plate. So we'll say you can make it safely. You can all
Hooray.
move yourself. You made it safely to the top.
I can't wait till we can all fly.
I can fly.
6th level, baby.
Right
You fly
now.
at 6th level? I was completely joking. I don't get to fly.
I'm pretty sure that I can learn fly pretty soon.
Is this the same for Aster and Juno, or do they still need to make their way over?
You all make it safe. So the
Okay.
two of I
Eh.
should have specified. The two of you would be able to follow along the wall, and you know it's a safe route. And then Ulta let you know about the pressure plate trap, so you are all good.
Yeah, I'm specifically waiting until Aster gets over it, then I'll follow up.
Aster may get focused in combat, but she avoids all of the traps somehow.
She made good friends. I don't know. So you now find yourselves at, just inside the entrance of the cave. It is at this point breaking dawn. You did long rest before going through the
Twilight.
night, so your days are kind of flipped at this point. You are at the point where you're understanding you might be, you're getting kind of tired. So you need to make a
Very much
decision
so.
about whether you'd like to
Mhm.
take a rest now and continue through the night again tomorrow, or make a move outside at this point. You do not know yet what the state of outside looks like beyond the, what you could tell was the raiding party sort of burning down their own camp as you guys came in.
Yeah, I would assume they're all gone because that's what it was, an evacuation, but I have no idea.
But it takes a long time to move that many people.
I'd say we could head to those secret rooms, the ones that we cleared out already, and hunker down there, rather than trying to get out of here just in the off chance there are people.
I
Yeah, at
do
least
worry
at least
about
those
the kobolds coming back and looking throughout.
Yeah,
Well,
and people
actually-
would be in to check on the eggs, and they'll
Actually,
figure
the
out that
kobolds
they're
weren't
gone.
supposed to know about the secret rooms
Correct.
because that's what I found out when I was a kobold talking to them.
That's fair.
You were also told you were not supposed to be there.
I thought they said I wasn't. I wasn't even supposed to know about it.
Probably a misnomer on my part.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a DM call there just to. I'll put my hand up and apologize for that. We're gonna retcon it enough to say that she told you were not supposed to be there,
Okay.
not that you weren't supposed to know about it.
Okay. My notes weren't
Also-
detailed enough to have the exact wording.
Yeah,
But
my notes aren't very detailed either, but I feel like there was information told about like we need to leave the 3 hatchlings or whatever. And so I feel like people would go to those rooms to check on the eggs and figure out that they're gone. 'Cause
I feel like there's another group coming here eventually.
You
so
would
people
also
should be gone.
you would also all be able to tell. Yeah, it's safe to say that the way that you guys came in the first place was like almost impossible to see.
It was
At
like
the
a
very
secret
least, there would
entrance.
be- yeah, at the very least, there would be distance between us and the kobold. We, for the most part, know that it's empty, and
Yeah.
if we really need to protect ourselves, we can set watches. Since
Oh,
we
we're
took our
gonna set watches.
short rest, since we took our short rest, I can still fight a little bit.
Same.
I
Yeah, I
only need
still
to
have
sleep for
stuff
4
left.
hours.
Everybody make an insight check.
11.
22.
13.
For Ulta.
22 for me as well, because I have advantage on that because of incisive sense.
Okay, nice. So you guys would be able to surmise with a fair amount of confidence that if you were to go back into that sort of like office and back room area, you're probably pretty safe for a hearty rest.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah, between knowing that Icarus was told you're not supposed to be there, and like the general intellect of kobolds, and the fact that it was hard to find in the first place, you'd feel. I'll just give it to you.
Alright.
You know you can take a long rest in that area.
Yay.
Trust me, I've been a kobold, and they ain't that smart.
So
Hi, I'm here.
Okay.
is it safe to
No,
assume
no,
that
Yeah,
we
it was
confirmed the
like-
last time that you're an exception.
Cool.
Like, right after you say that, I'm just standing behind Ulta with my arms folded and just
No,
glaring at you.
Yeah.
We
and I'm
call it the-
just-
we
I'm
call it the
literally
last time
just
that you're the
walking
exception,
through
like-
and not
Icarus-
saying anything.
Icarus
we
is
walk.
just you. It's
Well,
not kobold.
we know that
it's
their
just
kobolds
you.
aren't that smart. I've tricked them how many times now? We know you're the exception, and that their kobolds are a different breed of
Silently
dumb.
walking
Mm.
away.
Okay.
As Juno passes Icarus, she'll just be like, sometimes less is more. And she'll just follow after Ulta into the other chamber.
Okay.
That's not what I meant.
So we're gonna do one more quick break for the stream. Bathroom run, grab some water, all that jazz. We'll be. All right, guys. We are back from a short break. The party has decided to do a long rest in a space that they have determined is safe. I'm not even gonna say probably. It's safe. I'm gonna scoot you down here. Ooh, let's put LSAO not in a wall. There we go. So this is the sort of open area that you guys found some treasure in just before the office-like space to your east. So between these two areas, where would you like to go? And is there anything that you'd like to be doing, talking about, or thinking about as you begin a long rest?
Do we want to go further in, like to the office space instead of like this first room, or
Yeah,
what if
wasn't
this room
there
was
a
bad,
bed
there
in
was
there?
this one?
There
Or
was
there's
a single bedroll
Okay.
and like a small, I don't want to call it a wardrobe. What do you call the
Chest of drawers?
chest? Yes, chest of drawers. Thank you. Like a couple of small garments, but nothing of particular note.
If we have an
Just some
adventuring
sleeper
pack, we
here.
have our own bedroll, so I know I had one.
You do.
Yeah.
Which I'll honestly give up because I just trance.
Okay. Is anybody going to be staying awake? Are we doing watches, of any kind, or are you all pretty much zonking out? Trances for the elves, of course.
Juno and I will probably do our 50-50 as usual.
Mm-hmm.
And then if other folks
Aster
want to
will-
join
yeah,
us at
Aster
all.
will help with the watch, whichever one you guys want me to help with.
Okay.
I think Juno would like help during one of her watches just so that she could also have some time to pray while she's awake and just kind of like ask her god what exactly they're supposed to do next, because like tomorrow's a new day and she doesn't know what they're supposed to be doing still. It's, do they follow the horde? Do they follow the monks? What do?
Okay. So tell me if I'm off on any of this. We'll say, Juno, you are trancing first with Aster. Sorry, Aster taking a long rest. So Icarus, you are on that first watch, like active watch. Is anybody watching actively with Icarus, or are the rest of you also long resting during that?
I will be long resting.
Okay. And then when we go to the second half, it'll be Juno actively watching with Aster.
I remembered halfway through combat that I have a bird So the bird will stick around and help do watches a little bit, because I, know that Icarus is a little flighty. So Puff has
Curious,
orders.
aggressively curious.
Yeah, that. So
I had a bad idea.
Don't do it.
If you have a bad idea, if you leave your post for any reason, Puff comes and wakes me up, and I come smack you.
Okay.
So yeah, I am not taking watch, but the familiar will.
Okay. So, wow, I already forgot. Jesus Christ. Icarus
So-
on first watch, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So
Who's
during
on first?
it sounded like only Icarus. Was anybody with Icarus?
Icarus and Bird. That's it.
Icarus and Puff.
Okay, Icarus and Puff. So, Icarus, during the first 4 hours of the party resting, there is complete dead silence in the caverns around you. I'm not even going to make you roll perception. There's no way you could be distracted by your environment around you unless you go walk around. I should give you that option. Do you go do anything or walk around?
First, I am going to feel bad for my misspeaking earlier, and I'm going to be working on a song during my downtime activities. It is the one I told you about the first time.
Okay.
It's the first time I've spent time working on it, so I don't expect anything, but I am working on it. And there's reasons behind what song and why I'm working on it.
Nice. Okay. So because of my custom things that we talked about, please note, and this is with my introductory bonus because we're several sessions in now, mark down 15 points of song crafting.
Okay.
Between your background and leading to this point and making an active decision to go that route.
Okay.
Now, you and I are going to need to talk about what type of song you're trying to craft right now and what type of effect you're going for. And then I'll have to determine how many total points or what kind of successful rolling it'll take to finish. But you have your 15 points toward the song crafting skill at this point.
Okay.
You are able to easily tell that nothing around you in the sense of danger is happening. So the first half of the collective long rest goes without any sort of hitch.
I'm
Juno.
gonna.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Chat wants me to do some bad, so.
Oh my God. Do a
let
bad
me-
idea loudly. Wonderful.
You always. I am going to. Hey, Puff, will you go check on Eliseo real quick? I just want to make sure they're sleeping well, And I'm gonna see if the bird moves.
The owl is going to, as soon as you address it, say its name, it's going to give you the head tilt. And
And
then,
I'm gonna-
the almost unnatural, I can't even tilt my head enough. A complete clockwork turn to the other side. It's paying attention to you, but its gaze is straight through you. It's just tilting its head. This curious thing going on. A little bit back, 10 seconds or so in between each tilt.
I'm gonna wait for it to turn and camera watch the other way, and I'm gonna roll stealth and try to sneak away.
It does not leave. You're in its gaze 100%. It knows.
It's not on watch for anyone else. It's on watch for you specifically.
Because it came from LSAO, it's
Yeah.
intent on observing you.
I'm just gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up and look like I'm about to move, but I'm not gonna move yet, and I'm gonna see how quickly it reacts.
You're having
okay.
to stand down with a bird.
You'd be able to tell, both its eyes are just on you. When you stand up, it just tilts its head up. It'll give a little fluff of its feathers. Just keep looking at you.
So you're not gonna tattle? I take one step.
It
I
sort
think-
of sits up for a second, and looks at you.
I take 2 steps. 3, 4.
Its gaze is following you the entire time.
But it doesn't like move, and LSAO doesn't wake up.
Correct.
5, 6, 7, 8 out of the room. And I look behind me. Double check.
As you step enough that it's like you're leaving its line of sight, it's going to sort of hop on the floor once or twice.
I did give it the order of if anything happens, wake me up. I don't know if it would consider leaving his post as anything happens.
I am specifically, so like, I just want to get like around the corner, like out of line of sight.
As soon as you
I'm gonna
turn
wait
the
there.
first corner,
I'm gonna wait there.
as soon as you turn the first corner, it's going to flutter its wings a little bit and fly up into the ceiling and perch on the first sort of little jut out of rock that it can find, and LSAO wakes up.
And I'll walk back. I was like, I'm starting to get kind of tired. Yeah. Well, I can't sit still for that long. You know I gotta stretch my legs. Like, you know I'm so hyper, LSAO.
All right, I'm going to say that's the end of the first watch, but I have to backtrack enough to give Juno a specific description of something you see during your 4 hours of trancing.
They're giving me so many bonuses.
I'm seeing buffs and
They
debuffs
are-
happening.
I got
They are
advantage,
encouraging
-2,
this.
and then +2.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to keep track of that. Just keep it honest. Juno, as you go into what you can easily tell is the deepest meditative state that you've ever reached, you can feel easily the benefits of rest coming to you, but through that time you just keep coming back to this encounter with Frulam and Langdedrosa in the room that you're right next to. And this is highly unusual. You can tell that the dreams that you usually have from your history as an elf, your lifetime as an elf, you would know that any dreams or visions you have are usually along the lines of a sort of past life. As an elf, you have a sort of eternal soul, and you're gifted with visions of your past lives. And if you have a particularly potent connection with that soul, those visions would have some sort of meaning for what's going on in your current life. But what you're envisioning right now is something that just happened yesterday. This is highly unusual. You come back to this fight that you had in the chamber with Frulam and Langdedrosa, and you keep going back to the same 15 seconds or so, where Frulam, this warrior with this crazy purple like mix between dragon like armor and robes. You've never seen that before, but you've also never seen somebody just disappear from sight and then reappear in another spot. And with that, you got this visual of ash and shadow emanating from the spot that she disappeared from and then reappeared in a different spot. It only happened 2 times. And the second time it happened, it was at a point that you can feel was desperation for her. In this vision, she doesn't disappear. She just changes her gaze from the person that she was intent on attacking in the first place to the half-dragon at the moment that he was supposed to die. and she touched something at her side. And the visage of her body just shifted from one spot to another. In real time, when that fight was happening, she disappeared from sight. In this vision now, she just shifts from one spot to another. You can see this poof of smoke and ash from the point that she left and the point that she entered, but she, in this instance, never actually disappeared. And at the moment that this dagger entered Langdedrosa's chest, you feel absolutely sick. As if the most potent evil you've ever experienced just manifested in front of you. And then you wake. Hey.
Well, that's something I'm gonna have to sit with and like rewatch so I can remember everything. Oh no. Well, I
Your
guess.
time wizard spouse would be very interested in helping you process that.
Yes, I will wake up my time wizard spouse when their 8 hours of rest is.
Yeah, no. I have a long night of just evil eyeing your brother. So like, give me a minute.
Yeah. Is that the end of the 4 hours when I wake up, or is it like?
Yes. So at this point, everybody has experienced the benefits of their long rest. And it is now like twilight the next day, if I'm keeping track of my daytime correctly. You basically flip to the night shift. So
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, should we head back to Greenest and try to catch up with the monks?
I think they'd be very interested to hear what was happening in here for sure.
is that a yes?
Yes. Yeah.
I think everybody's still
Absolutely.
absorbing the vision I just gave Juno.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any stupid decisions to make, so yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we need the brain cell for this decision.
I don't know where the brain cell went after that vision. I think it's gone.
I think we should still be careful just to make sure they're gone outside. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
maybe
Sneak
we
our
should-
way
we
out
should
and
go.
then kind of sneak our way back just a little bit until we can get onto main roads.
I still have this map I don't know how to read.
Oh
But-
my gosh, give it here.
Oh, I told you I was gonna reveal that. Okay. I can't give you that and your current view at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, honest question. Is it safe to say, Icarus, that you would have shown that map to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So while you guys are talking about what you want to do next, I'm going to draw some arrows on the Sword Coast map that you guys already have. And then the next time when you leave this cave, you'll see that map. But it sounds like you're heading to Greenest, so
Yep, leaving the cave.
so you guys can talk about what your plans are moving forward. You would know at this point that you basically have a day, less than 2 days left for meeting Nessim and Leosin back in Greenest before they need to leave. That was an urgent message, like they gotta go. Or you can head straight to El Toro, which you know was their next destination.
It only takes a day to get back, though, right? We'll be fine to make it there before they leave.
Yep, about a day.
Yeah, I think.
I think
Just go
checking
back.
in is the best thing to do.
Yeah. I'm sure the people of Greenest, the town that I'm supposed to protect with my life, would definitely appreciate hearing of what we also discovered along the way, since we were technically supposed to bring back a person for them to talk to.
Oops.
Oops.
Yes.
Right. Oops. Technically, we did send them 2 people to talk to already. We sent Chance and Not Chance to Greenest. So maybe they would talk to him.
Maybe they did.
I'm being optimistic. I don't know.
Yeah. On the way out, Aster's just gonna kind of like set up with Ulta actually, and just be like, "You went to bed really early, friend. Is everything okay?"
So Ulta will look up at Aster and having been fairly quiet for a bit, she will say, "You know, Aster, sometimes I wonder what I'm even doing here. And I'm not sure that this is safe. And I'm not sure that I want to keep doing it."
Yeah, this was a lot. There were times that I was very scared for the entire group. I mean, I was entirely out of power at some points, and if something had gone wrong with those kobolds or with the drakes, I feel like there wasn't anything I could do.
She will kind of like reach up to Aster's arm and kind of like hold it and say, "We've been traveling for a while now, and I trust you, and I'll go wherever you go. But I just don't know if I like this, and I don't know if I like how it's going."
At the
And she'll just
moment,
kind of like put her head down and walk a little bit, a couple steps further.
at the moment that you guys clasp hands, something clearly supernatural happens between the two of you. Aster, you get this feeling of a pull toward Greenest. You have a purpose. You have a goal for your life, and it is intently tied to the town of Greenest. Ulta, you have this feeling of flying. You can't see anything, but you are thousands of feet in the air. And you feel the best you've ever felt. You feel powerful. You feel like you have intense purpose. And you feel like north is the way to go. Because you've got somebody you need to fuck up. One being. And then after a moment, all of that is broken, and you come back into your own senses and visions, or lines of sight, and you see each other sort of hoisting yourselves up.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like look at Aster all sorts of confused.
Same.
If there will be a moment where she is like, "So, why, I guess that answers that, huh?"
Yeah. Must be something about this cave.
she's just gonna keep walking, not knowing at all how to address that. Like, internally, Ulta is all over the place. She has been for a couple of games, and now she's like, oh, here we go.
Mood.
Yeah.
Ulta, at this point, has a strong pull towards,
yeah.
whatever, like, north is the way to go, and something's happening that has a particularly potent pull on you, Ulta. And Aster, you feel like there are a series of events that have been happening that just have this unique spiritual connection to you. Like, there's some sort of web of purpose happening right now, and it's starting to unfold.
So as that all starts to happen, Aster will see, like, one of her little swarm keeper, like, just one little tiny one, will kind of, like, flutter into, like, a little bit of a comfortable butterfly, like, firefly sort of thing, and then puff right back into Kingfisher, still following her. As if she was just kind of, like, ruffling her feathers, relaxed for a second, and then went back to ruffling her feathers.
Amazing.
I'd like to run up at the end of this discussion. I'm assuming I'm like lagging behind, and then when you guys are finished, I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna tap Ulta on the shoulder. Sorry, I'm gonna say, I'm not always the best with words. I think you know. Like, I can be like in pressure, but like not like the smart kind of words. But I wrote you this poem. I'm sorry, and I just hand her a little piece of paper that's folded up, and I walk back away, dragging behind. And you'll see the title says, I'll stand by you.
She will put it in her pocket.
Nice.
Kind of like in her front pocket.
So wow, really nice weather we have after all these weird things happening. Is it good weather? Am I lying?
Some powerful pulls happening, guys.
Yeah.
I'd like to know if it's actually good weather today or I just made it up.
Yeah. Do we have good weather?
The evening outside of the cave looks like it's pretty clear. I'm gonna actually scoot you guys, so let me have control for a second, please. There we go. So coming toward the mouth of the cave that you entered in the first place, which to you all would be clear as the only actual way in and out at this point. You head out at twilight of the next day. You know that you are on a timer if you are to potentially meet with Leosin and Nessim in Greenest before they head out to El Terrell. You have a couple options in front of you, and you know, the first being if you want your reunion back in Greenest to include them, that they will be there for a set amount of time. If you should go there with, you know, specific intent and the right timing before they leave, or if you were to get there after they leave, then you know their next destination, but not their timing. So, I think that is the perfect place to finish for tonight. This is a thick episode, guys. Both for the party as well as the viewer. So, we will give a thorough recap at our next episode in 2 weeks. But we're going to call it there for tonight.